What's up, Larson? What's up, Joseph? Good morning, guys. Oh, man. What's up, Leslie? What's up, Free? All right, guys. So the Ape dividend is currently sitting right around 675. We got Bed Bath Beyond at 970s. AMC is right under 11. We've got the Q at 315, roughly bouncing back a little bit, but not much. Had a pretty red day. I ended up cutting all my swing trades yesterday, including Intel. You know, we're actually green on the day though, so that's nice. But what's up, Merrick? What's up, Winona? Hey, happy B-Day, Winona. It's somebody very close to me's birthday as well. So you have the same birthday as one of my family members. So happy birthday. All right, today we have Macy's and Dick's Sporting Goods earnings. 149 million AMC shares and 108 million apes traded on Monday on the New York Stock Exchange. Halts trading due to volatility defined as a plus or minus 5% price change within a 5-minute period. Ape halted 10 times. All right, guys. So yeah, Q is bouncing back. We had a pretty bloody day yesterday in the market. Yeah, we trade the SPY pretty much always. You know, we pretty much consistently trade the SPY, to be honest. We trade the SPY. That's what we trade every day. Today we also have some earnings today, guys. We have Dick's Sporting Goods, Macy's, JD.com, Medtronics. So we have some earnings this morning also. I think the S&P is going to be down for the rest of the week. We'll see, man. Hopefully not, you know. Y'all do me a favor, hit the like button if you haven't. Hit the notification bell. We certainly appreciate it. Whew, man. What's up, DS? The like button smashed. Hey, thank you guys. We appreciate it. Y'all hit the like button for sure. Yeah, we've traded through a lot of different things, man. You know, it's kind of part of it. What's up, Beach? We're gonna go to make our Twitter posts. We're gonna talk about Macy's earnings. All right, so it's Macy's earnings day. Calls or puts? Calls or puts today on Macy's earnings? Let me know. Puts on M? Let me know. Now we're making our Twitter post right now about it. All right, guys. So yeah, Ape is at 673s. The poll we're doing today is: do you think there is value in buying Ape shares today? Yes or no? Do you think there's value in buying Ape shares today? Yes or no? We're also going to ask the same question on. Oh damn, dude! I forgot to actually do the poll. I'm dumb. Here, let me delete this. We're gonna have to do another poll here. Oops. All right, so we did do our Twitter poll, and here is it right here. Here is our Twitter poll. We're gonna have to update it in our Discord because we messed up. There we go. That's better. All right, vote on the poll. Puts or calls on Macy's. Hey, thank you, DS. We appreciate the sub. What's up, Hammer? We're also be doing a poll today. Roughly at $7 each, 760s, 650s for Ape dividend. All right, so we're also doing a Twitter poll. All right, guys. Dude, I am just messing up. Posting too much on Twitter. I keep forgetting to actually do the poll. Bro, your voice is hard today. What happened? Nothing, man. It's 5 a.m. for me. You know? It's early, bro. Whew. Alright. Bed Bath & Beyond at 970s. We have Ape at 670s. We have AMC at 11s almost, which I think is pretty solid. I mean, if we add these up, you know, we got about $18 per share for AMC, which is fine. If Ape can run up today, a lot of people are going to be paying attention to it and watching it. We have the Q at 314s. So we're looking at the Q as well to see if we get a rebound. We've had some pretty bearish action over the last couple of days. You know, it hasn't looked good for the stock market. We did end up selling our Apple and our Intel swing trades. So we did end up just kind of cutting those. Too much risk. Market might correct heavy to the downside. And if that's the case, then yeah, we're just not going to hold on to that. We'll just wait until we get a little bit more extension. Hey, what's up, Bulldog? My man. Yeah, we're drinking coffee right now. Y'all vote on the Twitter poll as well. Here it is in chat. Check that out. I don't know anything about Ape, the cryptocurrency. No. So this is the AMC dividend that recently went live. So it's the AMC dividend that recently went live. It went live yesterday. Where's the inverse Kramer? Oh, dude, some of these posts are hilarious, man. Jim Cramer on August 5th. I am all in on Tesla and CEO Elon Musk. Elon Musk, August 5th, immediately sells $6.9 billion worth of stock. Smart Elon Musk, you know. All right, guys. Hey, my man Rocker, thank you for the sub, bro. Thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate it. All right, guys. So I guess the real question is, does the market rebound after yesterday's bleeding? Because yesterday the market bled pretty heavily, bro. You know, currently we got about 36 votes. Do you think there's value in buying Ape shares today? 56% think no. 44% think yes. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if the market continues to not bleed today. Been a rough day overall. And we might add some more. Q starting to pull back to 314.50s. This up won't last. Good morning, John. How's the rain in your area? It rained most of the day yesterday. Yeah, 100% Larson. Futures indicating a small rebound. Yeah, I see a small one. Yeah, what's up, Hammer? We might try some options today. Again, I'm not really buying anything up right now. I'm still kind of interested in Intel. You know, so if Intel wasn't just breaking lows, I might start adding to this position. And so, you know, I don't mind jumping back in Intel if it looks better. I'm going to wait until I see a bottom first, I think, and then start to add to it for a little bit longer term. Apple, we just cut that, you know, and we'll wait on the rest. Hey, what's up, James? Isn't SPXS microchip? And which one did you guys like better? I can put 3 charts up like this, like I had the other day. Here's AMC, Ape, and Bed Bath at 970s. I guess, do you guys think Bed Bath can bounce back a little bit? We're also going to be looking at Macy's earnings that do drop this morning. So we are going to be looking at Macy's earnings that dropped this morning. Macy's, nothing out for them yet. We have Dick's Sporting Goods also dropping their numbers today. I don't know when Dick's is going to be out with their actual numbers, though. I know they're coming out today sometime, but I'm not sure exactly when. Let me see. So 5:55 for Macy's. So Macy's is going to drop theirs in about 30 minutes. 32 minutes to be exact. DKS is going to drop theirs at 7:30, so it's roughly 6:30 now. So in about an hour and 7 minutes or so. XPEV drops their numbers. JD.com drops their numbers too. Medtronics drops their numbers at 6:45. So we have JD.com reporting their numbers in 7 minutes. In 7 minutes for JD.com. Let me see, Medtronics. Let's start to get ready for these. MDT. All right, we're watching Aapl to see what happens with this one too. Should I just stop watching Sava here? Here's Sava. We've been paying attention to it, but What about GCT? GCT came all the way back down to the 30s. All right, so we have JD earnings. All right, guys, so we got JD.com dropping their earnings pretty soon here. Here's JD right here. It's at 56.80s right now. So they're dropping their numbers in about 5 minutes. Hey, what's up, Quan? Yeah, I've been kind of focusing on other stuff outside of day trading a lot, but I'll probably go back to day trading today. Y'all do me a favor and vote on some of these polls here. We got two polls going on Twitter, and give me a follow on Twitter if you haven't already. Open it up in a new tab, of course. Here is the link. Give me a follow and vote on that poll if you can. We certainly appreciate it. We got 51 votes. Do you think there's value in buying Ape shares today? 55% think no, 45% think yes. Again, so vote on that poll. We also have another poll going on right now on Macy's. And so vote on this poll as well for Macy's. Calls or puts, they dropped their numbers today too, as well, along with JD.com. Vote on that poll as well. Here is the Macy's poll in chat right there. So y'all check that poll out. Give it a vote. Hey, what's up, Larry? Yeah, all good, man. You know how it goes. Yeah, SPXS. This is a inverse microchip ETF. If I can read this correctly, inverse microchip. So it does the opposite of what microchip. Oh no, XPSX is an extremely aggressive bet against the S&P, providing minus 300%. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, JD.com reporting earnings in about 3 minutes, guys, for JD.com. Yeah, for sure, Robert. Yeah, I might take INTC here. I'm going to buy a small position of INTC. Let me see if I can get a better fill, though. I'm not going to actually be able to get filled for 30 minutes. No, I didn't see that gray. I'll have to check it out, man. APRN. Yeah, a lot of people talking about APRN lately. JD.com reports their numbers in about 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes for JD.com. APRN has been ramping up some. Like, this is one that a lot of people have been mentioning to me. And if we look at let's look at a 20-day chart for this, and you can kind of see why. Like, look at the 20-day chart for APRN. This thing is at almost $7, right under $7. Let's look at 650 underneath this. That might be relevant. Let's see what about a potential squeeze today. We also have NVIDIA earnings this evening. Or no. NVIDIA earnings are Wednesday evening, so tomorrow evening. Oh, my mic's not even plugged in, guys. My bad, man. I probably sound like doo-doo today. Man, somebody was like, "Hey, bro, your voice sounds hard today." That's what they meant. My bad, bro. My mic probably sounds way better now. My apologies, guys. My mic wasn't even plugged in, bro. You know I'm tired, dude. I didn't get enough sleep. All right, JD.com reporting their earnings in about a minute. 1 minute. All right. Oh. That should be much better. Yeah. All right, guys, less than a minute. Yeah, it says I'm very green on my Ape today. I'm not sure what happened with Ape. Oh, look. Yeah, Ape dipped all the way to 520s yesterday. And then this morning, it's up some. So, yeah, I'm up some in that as well. Apple pulled it back a little bit. Again, we might add to Intel. But here goes JD.com's numbers here. Let's look at JD.com. All right, JD numbers should be out anytime now. We're waiting for it. They're supposed to drop at 6:30, which is right now. Let's check TOS for JD. We got Macy's. Nothing big today. Medtronics. XPeng, so XPEV dropping on earnings. And then this evening, we've got Urban Outfitters. We've got Medtronics, I believe. Oh, no, we've got Nordstrom. Intuit, it might be the big one. Intuit's dropping earnings. I think Intuit's the largest market cap company. I still don't see anything for JD. They're supposed to come out right now, but I don't see anything yet. Nothing out for JD yet. Yeah, I like Intel. Y'all do me a favor, hit that like button. Let's run those like numbers up to over 50 real quick if we can. Take the time. Bed Bath & Beyond up to 970s. We're still watching that. Ape at 650s. We've got JD at 5660s. Again, we also have Macy's earnings today. I don't see anything for JD, though. JD hasn't come out with theirs yet. They're supposed to report it at 6:30, which was 2 minutes ago. So they're just not out with theirs yet. Ape is at 650s. We're watching AMC, which is just under 11 today. Yeah, U.S. housing numbers. Yeah, so JD gapping up nicely. We still don't have any data that dropped for this one. They're supposed to be out right now for JD numbers. It's supposed to come out today, like right now. And so is Macy's as well. But I don't see anything dropping yet for this. Again, if you guys get the JD numbers, let me know. But I don't see anything. So I guess they're late. Earnings Whisper wasn't right in terms of when they dropped. Looks like XPEV did drop their numbers. So XPEV is out with theirs, and they are down here. So let's cover these as well. XPEV, they dropped second quarter EPS of 43 cents, down from 21 cents year over year. Sales of 1.04 missed the 1.06 estimates. Deliveries came in at 34,422, up 98% year over year. So that is the XPEV numbers that are dropped. Yeah, so Kramer tweeting positively. I told you guys he was kind of switching his stance on it. I think JD owns a percentage of GCT. Yeah, GCT went crazy too. Didn't do much yesterday, though. Kind of corrected a lot yesterday. But, you know, still up pretty big from its IPO. MRAN would be nice if it still had high short interest. Yeah, so we can look at the Kramer tweets here if you guys want. Kramer tweeting about AMC here. Let's see what he says. So Kramer. And so we do have Jackson Hole. That we're going to be covering. Reading the Jim Cramer tweets. Okay, this is what he said. He said, comments negative VFC, UPS, and feels like NVIDIA. Talking positive about meme stops making sales. Check your email. Target cleared out all of the inventory. Palo Alto with a monster quarter. I like everything I hear on tonight. Semis and softwares, everything's are just horrendous stocks, even as many of these companies themselves like Palo Alto are doing incredibly well. At least Pan W is a buyback and a split. Retail won't budge without a split. Meme hangover and Jackson Hole hurting the market. Memester clean out is brutal. Watch retailers here today for a rebound led by Walmart, which has fallen hard since the great quarter. Pick up some PANW on weakness if there is any. Here's how you can tell a mean mercurial market. Last week we wanted oil down because we were worried about inflation. This week we wanted up because of recession fears, not sustainable thinking. End quote. And this is all from Kramer. Didn't really say too much positive about meme stocks. Still nothing out for JD.com. In their earnings, so nothing out yet. Yeah, I didn't sell. I still hold mine. For AMC and Ape, I still hold mine. Yeah, so I'm still holding mine. As you can see, my AMC and my Ape shares. Bed Bath & Beyond back over 980s right now. Back over 980s. We'll see if that holds. GCT still trying to, trying, but still struggling some. Checking my gappers list today. QTNT, AERE, Marin Software, MRIN, gapping up. AMC guys at 1070s here. Let's see if we break 11 today. We should. I mean, we were down some yesterday from the news. So we'll see if we can break 11. Also, Jackson Hole. All right, so it starts on August 27th at Jackson Hole. The macroeconomic policy in an uneven economy starts at 9 a.m. Central Time, so that's 10 a.m. Eastern. The Fed Bank of Kansas hosts dozens of central bankers, policymakers, academics, and economists at its annual economic policy symposium. Jerome Powell is going to be streamed here live as we do. Starting on August 27th, Jerome Powell speaks at about 10 a.m. Starts August 27th. Do they give us a actual like outline of when? It says it starts on the 25th. I'm trying to see what happens on the 25th. I know on the 27th we get some stuff. Bed Bath is up. Again, we're still waiting on JD.com. Nothing out for JD yet. They're supposed to drop their earnings. The earnings call is actually scheduled for 8 a.m. Hey, what's up, Hurry? Yeah, my idea is I'm gonna let Ape calm down a little bit. Like I'm gonna let my AMC and Ape shares calm down a little bit. The first day is usually kind of volatile and crazy, and with that, I'm gonna let it calm down and just chill and see if we get a resurgence and a run later on. Ape is so cheap and so is AMC right now. That I might as well hold it. That's my idea at least. All right, this is the 45th year of the Jackson Hole Symposium. I'm waiting to see like when it starts. Does anybody have a calendar? I think you're smart until you got to spell symposium, man. All right, guys. So 8 back up to 660s. Let's see if it gets back over VWAP short term. All right, so Powell's going to speak. And anytime Powell speaks is going to be relevant. This is going to be tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be an interesting day for sure. Ape have any utility? Seems like a money grab scam calling it in to draw in apes. Well, I think the utility is splitting. It's a split is essentially what it is. Now it's a unique split that's kind of like a marketing like thing, of course. But with that, I think it's gonna cause another influx of interest. And I think that's good. Did my headphones really die already, bro? Damn, dude. Plug my AirPods in. JD popped. Okay, so maybe JD's numbers are out. I've been looking for their numbers. All right, so yeah, JD did drop their numbers here, and so I'll post these numbers here in chat as well as on the channel. Here's JD's numbers. It did drop. So JD's popping on these good numbers. Again, they dropped second quarter adjusted EPS of 61 cents profit, beat the 40-cent estimate. Sales of 40 billion, beat the 38.63 billion estimate for JD.com. So JD did well. They're up. What's your site, Beach Bum? How do you spell it? See, Beach Bum Trading. There you go. Where is it? Weekly trading game plan, part 1 notes. I see most of the economic data starts with Jerome Powell on the 26th, right? Or the 27th. All right, guys. So yeah, JD pumping up on good earnings here. We do have Macy's numbers dropping today also. All right, guys. Reassessing constraints on economic policy will be between the 25th and 27th. Okay, so here's the info. All right, guys. So JD.com up to 5860s here. So it's pumping up on good earnings. Gotcha. All right, so yeah, so today we have and yeah, what I meant is like what I mean is like, does it detail what's going on what specific dates? Like it says it starts on the 25th, right, for Jackson Hole. It says it starts on the 25th. Yeah, for sure, Joshua, 100%, man. Weekly trading game plan part 1. Let me check it out. All right, guys. Yeah, so today we have in the US we've got manufacturing PMI, right? Global composite PMI, the Richmond manufacturing index dropping at 10. We got JD.com bumping up on good earnings. We've got AMC and Aapl here. So AMC at 1070s. Oh. Yeah, let me check that out, Beach. Thank you, man. Well, yeah, I see this one, but I don't actually see the calendar for it, you know? Like, I saw this website, but I'm trying to see, like, a breakdown on, like, who's speaking, when they're speaking, what's going on the 25th, all that stuff. I see a lot of stuff starts on the 27th. for like their agenda, but like it says it starts on the 25th, and so I guess I'm trying to figure out what goes on the 25th, you know. But maybe they're just not doing much then. It looks like most of the relevant stuff with like JP speaking and all that stuff is going to start at 9 a.m. on the 27th. 9 a.m. Central Time, so 10 a.m. Eastern is when it's supposed to be. Right now for me it's 5:48 in the morning, Texas time. You know, oh, it's early, sir. Might be a little bit slower of a day with all the craziness going on in the markets right now. Seems like it. All right, guys. So nothing really going on today, man. We got some big drops. Again, I might start to add to some positions once the opening bell rings. You know, I might try to add to some positions not when the bell rings. Once 7 a.m. hits for me, where I can actually trade on Thinkorswim. I might start adding to some positions. All right, guys, so AMC dipping down to 1060. Should I put 4 charts up? Which one do you guys like? We have 3 charts here, or we can put 4 charts up so we can kind of watch the queue. JD here had good earnings. They're gapping up some from that. Had an earnings beat for JD. It's up to 58.50s. Do you guys prefer this where we've got multiple up? The only reason I don't do this a lot of the time is because it's harder to see some of these charts, right? And so let me know which one you prefer. I guess 4 charts is probably better. Mr. Johnny London. You do realize, like, that is my name, right? And I've had a lot of people that nickname me Johnny, too. So, very strange name, Mr. Johnny London. That is my actual name. My actual name is John London. JOHNLONDON. So, hey, you're either somebody I know messing with me, or, you know, maybe you're from London or something. But yeah, that's my name, bro. Yeah, vote on the poll, guys. Do you think there's value in buying Ape today? Let me know. We got some arguments in chat, and like I said, we welcome all types of Discord here. So let me know. Buy or sell today for Ape. Ape is up to 660s. I'm holding mine personally. But let me know what you guys are doing. Again, we might buy Intel here. We cut a little piece of it yesterday. Hey, what's up, Pawn? Good morning. We did have JD.com earnings dropping today, so JD did drop their earnings. We also have Macy's coming out with some earnings today. Other stuff that's dropping today is Medtronics. Medtronics is supposed to be out with theirs already, so we have MDT that is supposed to drop their numbers today as well. You can see they're at 94. We're waiting for their numbers to come out also. But yeah, so Medtronics dropping their numbers today as well. Let me see MDT. All right, so yeah, Medtronics did drop their numbers. Here is Medtronics' numbers here. My monitors are big, bro. I've got a bunch of monitors, and none of them are smaller than 27 inches. You know, my main one in the middle is 34-inch ultra wide, and then I have two 34-inch ultra wide stacked on top of each other. And then on the left, I've got a 27-inch, and then on the right, I have another 27-inch as well.
Hey, what's up, Chris? MRIN, yeah, MRIN, I believe, is gapping up on some news here. Marin Software. If we look at the actual catalyst for this, for MRIN, Marin Software, they're jumping up on Snapchat integration. So Snapchat integrated them into their platform, and with that, I might start buying Snap too. If Snap is still down, yeah, we might start adding to Snap here. So there's two that I might be buying for swing trades this morning. You have a spy name? Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, but again, I'm kind of looking at Mr. Johnny London like, yo, who are you, sir? Yeah, Robinhood needs a complete redesign of their app. We're still waiting for Macy's numbers to come out today also. Macy's drops their numbers today also. Nothing out for Macy's yet. We did have JD.com drop their numbers here. 5780s for JD. Yeah, Missouri judge blocks cannabis legalization from appearing on fall ballot. Just a ridiculous thing, bro. Just a ridiculous thing. Like how, listen, it doesn't take a brain surgeon, okay? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that, like, cannabis is objectively less harmful than alcohol, right? And that blocking it is just pandering to, like, the older population, right? Who have been fed propaganda for decades and decades now. Anti-cannabis propaganda for decades and decades, right? It doesn't take a genius to figure that out, you know. Like, sometimes people are just rigid in their beliefs, right? Like, cannabis is objectively less harmful than alcohol. Like, from every look, cannabis is objectively less harmful than alcohol. Number one, we've got cannabinoid receptors in our brain, which means that humans have evolved to consume it to a certain extent, right? It also reduces inflammation. Both regular cannabis and cannabidiol reduces inflammation. Right? So what does that mean? We have cannabinoid receptors. It reduces inflammation. Like, what humans have historically not had access to is what causes inflammation, right? And so if you think about what our ancient ancestors did, they walked around picking berries. They walked around hunter and gatherer type, activity. They walked around picking berries and stuff like that. And so what our ancient ancestors did not have access to is what is bad for humans, right? It causes inflammation, which causes acne, which causes cancer, and all that good stuff. It's one of the reasons berries are a superfood. Why? Because our hunter and gatherer ancestors walked around picking berries, and thus it lowers inflammation in your body and is actually good for you. Hey, baby. Yeah. But our hunter-gatherer ancestors walked around picking berries and stuff like that. And so what are superfoods, right? Strawberries, other types of berries, blueberries. Why? Because our hunter-gatherer ancestors walked around picking them, and our bodies are used to those things, right? Because our ancient ancestors had access to them, right? What our bodies have not had access to is what is bad for us, right? So think about what our ancient ancestors did not have, right? We didn't have processed sugar. It's terrible for us, causes a ton of inflammation. We didn't have certain types of white flour, terrible for us, causes all these massive amounts of inflammation, which again causes most modern problems with medical problems like acne, cancer, whatever you could think of, right? Inflammation is bad. Cannabis lowers inflammation, right? So it lowers inflammation. So what does that mean? That means that our ancient ancestors consumed it, and it is not bad for us, And so the fact that something like that is prohibited is absolutely ridiculous, in the modern age. And the fact that politicians are blocking, people's access to that is absurd. It's ridiculous. When you look at it objectively, it's ridiculous. It truly is. It shows you kind of how ridiculous our government is, to be honest. But I digress. I won't rant about it anymore, but it's stupid. It's absolutely dumb. JD.com up to almost $58 here. So we'll see if it moves. It had good earnings. Ape is testing VWAP now. I don't know if this is a bad sign, but it's at 666 right now. Let me know if you're buying it up here. Yeah, we'll see. GCT moving up. Yeah, a lot of people are correlating GCT with JD.com. GCT's up to 36.75, so we'll see if it actually holds. It's trying to hold. Apple trying to make moves up too. We do have Ape up there to 666 right now. It's sitting right at that level. We have AMC at 1060s here. JD.com is moving some. Did drop good earnings. We also have Macy's dropping their earnings today. It looks like Macy's did report theirs. So I'm assuming Macy's is out with their earnings, and we'll cover those right now as we speak. Macy's came out. They saw $1 EPS, beat the 85-cent estimate, 560 billion in sales, beat the 549 billion estimate. So we did do better than expected on all those fronts here for Macy's, and we'll post this catalyst here so you can see Macy's did drop their numbers. They are slightly down from these results, slightly down, but not a huge amount. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Stbx would not be showing up on my platform yet, even though it IPOs today. Well, yeah, the IPOs aren't going to be out as soon as the market opens. If it's IPO day for that specific stock, you're usually going to have to wait some time. There's not really any exact time frame, like, hey, it comes out at this exact time. You're just going to have to wait and see when it goes live, and that's up to the actual stock itself, you know. All right, guys. So it's 7 a.m. We got about 200 people here. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. We certainly appreciate it. Macy's is up. Macy's is up. We have Ape at 660s. So we're watching that. Think it'll be trading by 10:30? Yeah, probably will. APRN at $7 here. So APRN is ramping up too. We'll see if that continues, of course. But got some big movements here. Bro, what is with these DoorDash customers claiming they never got their food, bro? Do they not understand that, bro? These DoorDash people are going to come at them and be like, and just call them out on it. Like, do they not understand that? Like, is it worth getting free food? Like, y'all think y'all are actually doing something? Like, these have got to be the dumbest of the dumb people that are claiming that they didn't receive their food, like, and trying to scam DoorDash. Bro, like, there's so many ways to tell whether you got your food or not, dude. You're like, this has got to be the dumbest people, you know, that are actually claiming they didn't get their DoorDash food when they actually did, you know. All right, guys, so Macy's at 19 here, so holding its gains. Ape is up to 660s, so we're watching that. Yeah, no, I'm not saying for the ones that actually didn't receive their food, that's one thing, right? But you got this new thing with young people where, like, they're trying to scam their DoorDash drivers, and they're just claiming they didn't receive it, and the DoorDash people are getting mad, and they're going back and confronting them. You know, there's a big bunch of YouTube videos about it, to be honest. Yeah, so I'm not talking about the ones that didn't receive it. Yeah. All right, guys. So, yeah. So, again, we're going to be buying two things up today. One of them is Intel right now. And I think we're probably just going to cop 50 shares of Intel today. About 50 shares. Let me see if I can get in on the bid price here. All right. So, here's Macy's. Let's see if we can get in on the bid price. All right. So, here's Intel. We're going to just put it up where Bed Bath & Beyond is for a second here. Here's Intel. We got our little 50 share position here. We're going to see if we get filled. I'll probably have to take a little bit. There we go. So we are filled right now for Intel. 33.88 is our fill. So not bad. Not bad. It wasn't, it wasn't bad. Not a bad fill. We're roughly break even from Intel. We're also going to be buying Snapchat up here. We're going to be buying Snapchat up. All right, so let me see how many shares of Snapchat we want. We might want like what, 100, 200, maybe like 300 shares here, you know. Let me see what kind of range we got. Yeah, 300 shares. I'm going to buy 200 shares of Snapchat right now. We're going to buy the bid. We're not going to try to buy the ask price. That's too much. Okay, we got TIF there. Okay, cool. And if this doesn't work, we're going to pull it up a little bit. There we go. All right, so we're in 200 shares at 11.09. Not bad. All right, so those are the two we're buying today. Those are our swing trades. And we'll see what we get on those. All right, guys, there's Macy's pumping up. Ape is up to 659. 659. We got AMC at 1070s. Macy's pumping up at 1920s here, guys. So Macy's did drop their numbers. We also had Medtronics dropping their numbers too. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, for somebody to look at Snapchat and be like, hey, I'm going to try to scam my Snapchat driver, it's just ridiculous. Like I said, it's got to be something that just dumb people do. You know, like looking at that, like there's going to be consequences for that. Like people aren't just going to say, okay, that's fine. You know, people are going to say, hey, no, I delivered you your food. It's just not going to turn out well, you know? And so for somebody to look at that and say, hey, I'm going to do this anyway, you got to kind of not be the smartest, you know, you're not the sharpest tool in the shed, you know, so to speak, if you're out here thinking that's a good idea. Yeah, Snap is cheap. It's extended on the downside. It had a deal with another company today. Was it at JD.com for Snapchat? With Snapchat integration? No. What was it? It was MRI and it was Marin. So they had Marin had Snapchat Snapchat. They had Snapchat integration in their platform, and so that looks interesting. So again, we're holding Snap. You know, I ended up taking a position in Aapl. I still like my Intel position, but I don't know if I'm going to be swinging Aapl here. The reason for that is that it's too, I think if I'm going to take these type of positions, I need to buy it when it's extended on the downside. And that was my whole trading plan to begin with. And I think with Aapl, it's just not extended on the downside. You know, I ended up buying it in anticipation of the iPhone getting launched early in September, but I just decided to cancel that out, and I'll take the couple $100 loss there on Aapl and just kind of reload and wait for a little bit more favorable position. Ape is pumping up, guys. Look at Ape. It's up to 670s right now for Ape. 670s. Testing VWAP as we speak for Ape, and it's trying to move here. We got Macy's up there at 1950 as well. Yeah, and if the market pulls Snapchat down, it's okay. It's a small enough position to where it's not a huge deal, to be honest here. So yeah, it's a small enough position to where it doesn't matter too much, to be honest, you know. All right, so Macy's up to 1960s here. Ape's starting to pump. It's at 670s right now too. Yeah, iPhone selling for $1,200. Yeah, I think that's making a lot of people. Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I cut that one. Aapl is just too volatile right now. It's too volatile leading into that. I think Intel is extended enough on the downside to where it's justifiable to buy this up now. Same thing with Snapchat. I think Snapchat's extended enough on the downside to where it's justifiable to start adding to it. We got 930 lows of the last year. We're at 11. So we're only about $1.70 away from the yearly low, and I like to be a bottom feeder in that regard. That's usually a way I usually like to trade. So again, we'll buy these short term and see what we get. But either way, none of these are huge positions, you know. I haven't gotten any from my broker. Who's your broker then? All right, Macy's dipping down to 1950s. Ape pulling back under VWAP now, under 670s here. Yeah, but inflation, Joshua, is going to make them raise prices. You know, we've already gotten used to phones being $1,000 a pop. So, I mean, I think, you know, that's pretty standard at this point in time, I guess. You know what I mean? I think it's a lot, but is it too much? Probably not, unfortunately. You know. So Macy's at 1950s now, 1950s. Even with the high prices, the lines are huge to buy Apple. Yeah. No, I haven't seen Top Gun yet. I still got to. I still want to. I'm waiting for major news to come out to determine market correction. Well, we got the economic symposium this week. So we do have the economic symposium coming out this week. That'll be big. We're going to be covering that, the Jackson Hole. I know the big stuff starts on the 27th. So the big stuff starts... oh, wait, is it Saturday? I mean, we can cover it, but it's not really going to... Maybe we might cover this if it's Saturday. If it's not during the market days, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, if it's not during the actual market days, then I don't know about this then, you know. Yeah, so it's going to be on the 27th. So it's going to be on Saturday. Boo. You know, I don't know. We'll see if we cover it. All right, so AMC at 1069s. We got Bed Bath at 960s. We got Ape at 660s. We got Macy's at 1930s. Anything else you guys want to look at today? Again, we got MRI making a deal with Snapchat, getting integration in Snapchat for Marin here. It's at 220s. It's gapping up some. Looking at the actual float size here for Marin. The float is 15 million, so it's small enough to be interesting to watch. Small float, small cap stock, a 28 million market cap. So very small on that front. We did have Macy's numbers. We had JD.com. Macy's has been pumping up, though, up to 1930s on these good numbers here. So retail might do... Let's see if this affects broad retail here. And that might be good for Bed Bath and other stuff. We also have, like, Walmart we can take a look at here. Walmart dipping heavy over the past couple days. And so we're watching Walmart also. Apple down. Definitely a slower day relative to the last couple. INDO is oil. Yeah, like I said, if it's Saturday, I'm not going to let it, you know, we might cover some of it, but we'll see. I just buy cheaper laptops. Yeah, I buy laptops, but unless I'm traveling, I don't really use my laptop. You know, like I can get everything done on an iPad. Like I've got a big, like one of the large screen iPads that's relatively new that I can use, and it's just as good as a computer. I have a laptop. I just very rarely use it. The only time I really use my laptop is if I'm traveling. Like if I need to work and stream, but I'm not home, maybe. From my understanding, there's not supposed to be any Ape available. I'm assuming you mean any Ape availability after the distribution. Why? Because we own the float. You guys seem to have not touched on that at all. What gives? I mean, so there's Ape availability. I could buy Ape right now if I want to. Like I could try to buy one more Ape and see if it lets me. I'm pretty sure it will. Yeah, so we just bought more. So yeah, I mean, you could buy Ape. There's Apes available. You got to understand something here. Apes are going to be selling their apes. You know what I mean? Like you're going to have some ape traders that sold their ape shares and they just sit on AMC. You know what I mean? So it's like you're going to have people that sell, you know, and anytime you got people that sell, you're going to have availability here, you know. Like think of how many traders are involved in this. If we look at Adam Aaron's tweets from yesterday as an example here, if you look at Aaron's tweets here, right? Aaron tweeted yesterday regarding the volume. He said 149 million AMC shares and 108 million apes were traded Monday on the New York Stock Exchange. Yeah, so Yeah, that is why there's liquidity, is because people are still trading and selling ape. Like they're still selling it. They're still, even if you got a bunch of people saying, "Oh, I never sell," you're still gonna have some traders that sell it. You know, like the ape community owns the float, but they don't own all of it. You got some traders that are trading it, shorting it, longing it, swing trading it, day trading it. You know what I mean? So it's like there's gonna be a full list of traders that are trading this thing, like just a huge list of traders that are interested in holding it and watching it and all that good stuff. So it is what it is. Ape was supposed to be distributed to brokers for us at the most, make 4 million available, but we own the float. Sure, but that doesn't mean people aren't going to sell it. Like you got some people that just wrote it in for the divvy. You got some people that are day trading ape. You got some people that bought it on the 15th and held and then sold as soon as it went live on the 22nd yesterday. And so again, while apes own the float, all of the float is not apes. Like you got some traders that are not like super supportive of AMC that are holding it. You got some traders that are not super supportive of the ape divvy that are holding it. And so you're going to have sells come in, like the ape community has a lot of the float, but that doesn't mean it has all of it. They're not going to be able to hold all of it. You're going to have multiple different facets of traders that are holding AMC and getting ape dividends and then selling them. It's not like there's not going to be any on the free market. That's not a reasonable expectation here. Yeah, hey John, I think Robinhood heard you yesterday. I updated my app and they have all the charts now. Yeah, but again, I saw their advanced trading charts. I'm not impressed. Again, that's not what I meant by pro platform. What I meant by pro platform is they need to have like a downloadable desktop platform that has those things. They have 4 indicators on that chart, like 4. They might have been listening though, man. They might have been listening to me. They could have been. I've been saying this for about a month plus now, but they might have been listening. But even if they weren't, I'm not super impressed by what they showed us. They need an actual platform. They want their bounce rate to go down. They need to build something that is actually going to appease day traders and short-term traders, right? Because a lot of people are going to get on Robinhood, they're going to learn to trade, and then they're going to say Robinhood sucks. They don't have any indicators. They don't have any candlestick charts. I'm going to leave and go to TOS or E-Trade or wherever, right? And so putting up candlestick charts with 4 indicators is not good enough. They're going to need a full-on actual platform. They could even license it out. If I was them, I would just license another platform like DOS or something like that, or TOS or wherever, right? I would license it out. That way you don't have to spend the hundreds of millions or at least tens of millions of dollars. But although they should have that type of money, like Robinhood, if they want the future to be successful, they have that type of money to drop 10, 20, 30 mil on a good trading platform, in-house trading platform that has all the different indicators you could want, custom, that's customizable, and all those different abilities. They have the money to do so. And so the fact that they haven't, again, seems like they might be being a little bit more irresponsible with their finances. But I guess it's a good start. It's a good start for them, Yeah. Yeah, Webull updated their options. Nice. I'll have to check it out. I haven't opened up Webull in a while. How's JD? JD had good numbers. So JD dropped their results. They had good numbers here. JD numbers were at the bottom. I'll show you guys these. They dropped second quarter adjusted EPS of 61 cents, beat the 40-cent estimate. Sales of 40 billion, beat the 38.63 billion estimate. So JD.com dropped good numbers. Yeah, Marin had Snapchat integration. So Marin's been gapping up. Yeah, Robinhood sucks. Again, I think Robinhood's just kind of squandering their money a little bit. I think that's either that or like some of the executives are lining their pockets because they don't trust it long term, right? So if you're an executive and you don't trust your company long term, what are you gonna do? You're gonna line your pockets, and that way, if the platform fails, which after the whole AMC debacle last year, I guess would be a reasonable conclusion. What are you going to do? You're going to line your pockets so that if you fail, you're still rich, essentially is what it is. And so, I mean, we'll see. But again, the fact that Robinhood has not come out with a professional platform is a very big red flag for the longevity of their company, I think. The fact that they haven't built anything yet. They've been around for almost a decade now, like 9 years. They were founded in 2013. Like, they were the first zero commission platform. So the fact that Webull has such a great dynamic platform, and the fact that all these other platforms that sprouted up after them have invested time, money, and resources into having a professional platform to keep their traders happy. The fact that Robinhood has not, and Robinhood is essentially the same freaking thing that it was 10 years ago, is not a great sign for them. I used to be a big believer in Robinhood stock too. I really did. I liked Robinhood, but now at this point, I just don't trust them at all. I think that they're wasting resources and money. Worth buying into JD now? I'm not sure. No idea, Swab. Yeah, where are y'all seeing fractional shares? Yeah. Vlad has already lined his pockets, yeah, for sure. It is what it is, man. All right, guys. Yeah, so we got JD.com up there. Again, we had Macy's drop their numbers too. Both of them, retail might be impacted positively from Macy's numbers as well. We'll see. What's crypto at? I haven't even looked at crypto this morning yet. Let's take a look. Yeah, hold on one second, guys. Hey guys, hit that subscribe button. Yeah, we got JD.com dropping their numbers. You can see their numbers on the bottom right. Bed Bath at 950s. Ape is back under VWAP at 660s, and we have AMC currently sitting at 1060s as well. Can y'all hear the music? Let me know. Yeah, sorry guys. I was talking to Carol. No, not music. Okay, let me fix that. My bad. All right, there you go. You should be able to hear the music. Let me know if you can. You should be. Apes are us. All right, guys. We got JD.com at 5770s. We're watching that. Let me know if you can hear the music now. There you go. All right, cool. All right, guys. So JD, again, here's Macy's. Yeah, Macy's pulling back the VWAP here. Let me know if you guys are buying it. Hey, what's up, Critical? It is only money. Good luck, all. Hey, you know it. Well, the value is subjective. I'm holding it. I mean, I hope we get something. Again, just in terms of like the supportive aspect of the ape community, I think I'm gonna wait for things to settle down and see if it runs up, Chris. I think that's possible. Everything's not based off of fundamentals, and I think in this, it makes sense for me at least to wait and see what happens, see how it plays out. Small risk, but we'll see. We also bought up Intel and Snapchat today. Snapchat had integration of Marin, and Intel is just overextended on the downside, in my opinion. Now, it depends on what the market does. If the market continues to dump, then of course, these are probably going to follow it, but small risk trades. Any other big movers that we had today? We got ILAG. ILAG is pulling back here under VWAP. So we do have ILAG gapping up here. A lot of people have been talking about APRN. And APRN, understandably so, has ramped up to almost $7 a share here. So APRN has been making moves. Tuesday morning reggae music. Hey. All right, guys. Bed Bath pulling back up to 960s. Let's see if that can break highs. Hey, Weeble thing looks good for options, man. That looks cool. Oh, wow. That's nice, man. Yeah, Weeble, very good platform. Weeble just does constant updates. So it's one of those things like Weeble does great with their updates, man. Weeble, I believe in. If Weeble had a stock, I'd invest in it, All right, guys. But yeah, APRN, Macy's dropping their numbers. What other earnings did we have today here? We had Bank of Nova Scotia, JM, Medtronics, so MDT. Looks like MDT numbers aren't out yet. Here's MDT. Nothing for them. XPEV did drop their numbers. DKS, still nothing out for them yet. They're supposed to drop theirs in about 3 minutes for Dick's Sporting Goods. So we'll see how those do stuff. Again, we have Nordstrom this evening. Again, Intuit, INTU earnings in power or in after hours today. I'm trying to see if it's going to be worthwhile to cover the Intuit earnings. I don't think so. I just don't think they're big enough here, unfortunately. Robinhood has most users. I don't think it does. I think today we'll pop on Q and TQ. How does Ape get halted so many times, but HKD goes up 21,000% without a halt? HKD was halted multiple times. So Snapchat doing well. We're green in our Snapchat trade. I'm pretty sure HKD was halted a bunch. Yeah, if you look at HKD's chart, let me show you what a halt looks like after the fact. All right, let me get rid of this. But every time you see these gaps here, anytime you see a big gap in price, these are halts right here. Okay, so this thing was halted a lot of times, you know. So anytime you see a gap in candlestick movement, it's a halt. So halt, like it was halted a bunch. You know, they have rules in this where it's I get these mixed up, but there's volatility trading pauses. So if it moves a specific amount, I think it's 4%. It might be 6% or 7%. But if it moves a specific amount, they have to halt it. And so again, you could see Adam Aaron explain that yesterday. If you look at what Adam Aaron said here, let's see what he said. He said, yeah, so a volatility trading pause defined as plus or minus 5% price change within a 5-minute period. If so, trading is stopped for a 5-minute pause. AMC was halted 3 times. Ape was halted 10 times. So yeah, and that's pretty standard in terms of rules. It's not just with Ape. It's not like they were targeting Ape. That is something that's be standard around stock trading as a whole. I've seen tons of stocks get halted over and over again. Pretty normal thing, you know. Yeah, so here's HKD. Again, we got Macy's here. Again, we did buy, look at Ape dump down to 640s here. See if it holds. AMC at 1060s. When you trade futures, do you use TD Ameritrade? Their future commission makes it almost impossible for day trading futures. I mean, I don't really trade futures anymore. I trade futures, don't get me wrong, but I buy the SPY directly. And so I trade the same exact thing as futures, but I just have the money to buy the SPY directly. You know what I mean? A lot of times people that trade futures are doing so because they don't have a large enough account to like buy the SPY or buy the Q or buy an ETF directly, right? And so they'll trade the futures contract based around that ETF, like the E-mini or the micro E-mini or the NQ, right? But again, most of the time, those just don't have a large enough account to do so directly. And I have a large enough account where I buy and sell the SPY every day directly, buy and sell the Q every day directly. I can buy hundreds of shares of the SPY itself instead of the E-mini, and the E-mini and the SPY are the same thing. As opposed to, you know, just buying the E-mini, you know, getting a little bit worse fills, a little bit more slippage in the futures contracts or in, you know, funded account programs as well. Funded account programs are great, but they're mostly meant for people that don't have the regular account size that they would need in order to buy and sell those securities directly. And so funded account programs are great, but again, most of the time they're meant for small people with small accounts. You know, and I've been trading for 5+ years, so I have a large enough account where I could just buy those securities directly without needing the futures market. Yeah, for sure. There's T2. There's a lot of Elon Musk lawyers issue subpoena to Jack Dorsey in a Twitter fight. I thought Elon and Jack were friends. Where do you see that? If I look at Elon's Twitter. So Elon said on the 22nd, so yesterday, he had 2 main goals this year: Starship to orbit, FSD wide release. Those are 2 giant kahunas, will require insane amount of work. So full self-driving is what he's talking about when you hear FSD. Where are you hearing the lawyer stuff regarding him and the Twitter fight for Tesla? All right, so a former Apple engineer pleads guilty for trying to flee with self-driving car plans. So Xiaolang Zhang had first pleaded not guilty to the charges, but reached a plea deal with prosecutors and changed his plea to guilty, according to Reuters. This was reported on Tuesday, which is today. November sentencing for that. So an Apple learned that the former engineer had been employed by X Motors, which is a China-based company on EV, and according to a statement from the U.S. Department of Justice. So Zhang's computer activity was analyzed by Apple after the latter made his intention to quit the Tim Cook-led company, according to the Justice Department. So, man, he was trying to run off with the plans of EV, man. They were probably going to pay him a pretty penny for that, too. Like, he was about to get paid. Luckily, they called him, though. And so, yeah, Dorsey is subpoenaed as the Musk Twitter buyout. He's up. So yeah, Elon Musk's lawyer sent a subpoena to Twitter co-founder Jack Dorsey ahead of the stalled $44 billion takeover. Twitter and Musk is going to battle it out in October in Delaware. It's going to be full drama. We're going to be covering it live here as it happens, guys. So be sure to be ready for that. Musk is seeking evidence from Dorsey about fake accounts on the site. The reason the billionaire Tesla chief executive has been trying to back out of the deal. Twitter is suing Musk for attempting to abandon the purchase. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Let me know whose side you're on in that, Twitter or Musk, or if any side. I'm not really on any side. I'm just here for the drama and the popcorn. Speaking of popcorn, AMC down to 1050s here. Ape is at 645s. Hey, what's up, Barius? Yeah, I don't know, man. Here's from an investor's perspective in terms of AMC earnings. So, like, let's take a look at this. I saw this yesterday. Let me see where it was. I'm trying to figure out the site that I used yesterday. Let me go to my history and look at yesterday's stuff. Hold on one second. Let me go to my history and look at yesterday's stuff. We had a pretty interesting graph here for AMC, guys. So hold on one second. Let me show you. Bear with me one second. So as for AMC earnings, I think it's kind of interesting. Here it is, tip ranks right here. So this is it right here. So check this out. All right. So I know people hate on AMC, and again, I get it. Okay, I truly understand. But like, look at look at how their earnings are trending. Okay, so they're getting more and more profitable as time goes on. You know, and so back in November of 2020, really bad EPS. Really bad EPS. Better. You can see where this is trending here, guys. And so we're gonna wait. Yeah, you can see where this is trending here. And so I think this is a really interesting graph, and it kind of shows where they're trending. And so in terms of like an AMC investment, I think this is interesting. And again, let me know what you guys think. But again, check it out. They're getting better here. Their next EPS earnings report is going to drop in November. But they're getting better. They had better than expected EPS last time. So I mean, there is a bull argument for it. All right, there is a bull argument. Bed Bath & Beyond back up to 970s. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really about sensationalism either. So I mean, I don't like blaming every bad move on AMC on some shadowy figure. I'm not really about that either. Look at ILAG. I don't think AMC's really highly shorted either. If we look at AMC, I mean, it's got what, 16-17% short float. So it's like, is it shorted? Sure. Are there a bunch of shorts in there? Yes. Is it ridiculously shorted? No. ILAG up to 360s. When you consider that relative to like Bed Bath, which had like 50 to 100% short float, or like TBLT or something like that, the short float's not huge. The reason AMC runs up is because the following is so supportive. And so again, I think that is one of the bigger bull arguments for it, is that it has a huge supportive following, right? And I've always said this: when AMC's down in the teens, I think it's cheap relative to their following, and I think they're doing better in terms of profitability with EPS each report. And so I think there is a bull argument there. There is a bull argument there. And I don't know. I love movies, and so I'm kind of a movie buff anyway. Ape back up to 660s. ILAG ramp it up a little bit. Let's see why this is moving for ILAG. Anybody know why ILAG is moving? I don't see the actual catalyst. It might just be sympathy in one way. Might be some type of sympathy move in one way or another. We did buy some Intel today. We bought some Intel. We also bought Snapchat. And they're both green right now. Intel just popped up big here. Why did Intel pop? Man, I completely missed this big ramp for Intel too. Intel signs a $30 billion funding partnership with Brookfield to finance chip factory expansion. They're going to hold 51%, Brookfield 49% of investment vehicle. Okay, so that's great news for me. Hey, man, look at Intel pop. You love to see it. Honestly, kind of bummed I only have the amount of shares that I did, but that's good. Snapchat is doing well also. No more options on AMC. I see options here, so I can see options on AMC. I could buy or sell options right now, from what I'm showing. At least I've had a few people say that. I'm showing options here. Bed Bath is back over VWAP also, so check out BBBY. It's back over VWAP too. All right, guys. ILAG pump it up. Here's Macy's. Macy's pulling back the VWAP here. But man, Intel had a deal, man. I missed it. Why is Intel dropping though, man? Intel's weird, bro. I think Intel has got more stuff going on with it. I think Intel might have more like traders against it. Because Intel, man, has great news and then just tanks. Maybe I'm biased because I'm holding it. I guess that's certainly possible here. But again, I mean, I think this I might keep adding to this here, to be honest. Yeah, we just added another 10 shares to it. We'll see what happens. But we did get a pop. Let's see if this one starts to run. I think it ultimately depends on what the market does also here. Macy's down. SPY all the way at 413s. So at least consolidating sideways. We'll see if Ape gets some legs today. I'm not going to be specific about how many I own, Annie. And if that's the only thing you're saying here, you know. Buy the rumor, sell the news. We'll see. No real solid runners. We got some gap ups and pennies, you know. Yeah, the halts are pretty standard. Like if you want to see a good halt code website, check this out. This is where I check everything. NASDAQtrader.com is where it gives you basically a full list of like what the current halts are, as well as what the reasoning behind the halts are. So check out this site. This is a useful site right here. Yeah, I know there's some competition regarding Intel, but I think Intel is going to stick around for a long time. I think they just have a lot of built-in infrastructure. Oh, wow. Me, Kevin, had a DUI. All right, guys. So, yeah. So, Bed Bath is still trying. Yeah, I don't know. I've been living under a rock, too. I didn't see the DUI video either. Bro, but to be honest, to drink and drive, that's just a terrible idea, bro. I mean, like, again, like, what's the purpose of it? Like, take a freaking Uber, bro. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I can't knock him. I like me, Kevin. I actually like him, you know. I like his stuff. Good content. So I'm not even knocking him. People make mistakes. It's all good. But, like, bro, take a freaking Uber, bro. All right, guys. So AMC pulling back some. Yeah. Again, I'm not knocking them. We've all made mistakes. I've certainly made my fair end of mistakes here. You know what I mean? So, yeah, ILAG's been popping up all day, so I can't knock them for it. I really can't. You know, it is what it is. People make mistakes. It's all good. All right, so Intel, man, doing better. Doing better. We ended up adding a little bit to this Intel dip, and it's doing better. That's a pretty big mistake. A DUI, I mean, is it a mistake? Sure. Is it a huge mistake? I mean, it depends. It depends on the consequences. If he's going to have a felony for the rest of his life, it's a pretty big mistake, you know. It takes the average of the two. Jesse. So Jesse Diaz says, my guy, when you buy a stock at 5 at a share and then you buy it again at 450, does TOS calculate you from both positions, or the lesser you bought at price? Well, it averages them. And so it adds them together and divides it by 2. You know, so like, for instance, just to give you the math behind this, okay? So if if you buy a stock, if you buy 100 shares at $5, which is $500, you buy 100 shares at $5, and then you buy another 100 shares at $4.50. Then your average would be $4.75. You know, so it just take the average. It would add them together, divided by 2, and that's what your average would be in that position, Jesse. Yeah, I'm not saying it was a felony. I don't know. All right, guys. So ILAG, AMC still dipping under 1050s or 1060s here. We're at 1063 under VWAP at 1070s. I mean, Ape is at 560 or 655. Man, I can't talk. All right, we're at 650s for Ape, 650s. We got AMC at 1060s. We're watching that also. If you had to pick one, do you think you should buy Tesla before split or after? Ooh, I don't know. The 3-to-1 split is happening Thursday. Well, yeah, Joey, you missed out what I said. I said if you buy 100 shares, I'm talking about his average price is going to be the average between the two prices. If you buy 100 shares of one price and then 100 shares of another, you would add the two entries together and then divide it by 2 to get your average price. That's what I was saying. And that's 100% how they do it, you know. So yeah, so like I said, again, you buy 100 shares at $5 and you buy 100 shares at 10, you know, and so you buy 100 shares at 5 and then you buy 100 shares at 10 and you get $15. You divide it by 2, your average price would be $7.50. You buy 100 shares at $5 and then you buy 100 shares at 5.05. Which would be 10.05, then you divide it by 2 and your average price would be $5.02, $5.03 roughly. But regardless, that's exactly how you would do it. The split takes effect Tesla on Thursday is the Tesla split. Yeah, so the Tesla split is Thursday, right? Tesla's about to stick on August 24th is when the Tesla split is going to happen. It's going to trade at a new price on August 25th. So Thursday is the first trading date. It's a 3-for-1 split. What is the date? What is the split date? And so, for instance, Tesla shares, let's take a look at it right now. So here's Tesla, right? Tesla is roughly $876. $876.36. If they split it, if this is the price they split at, which it's not going to be, they're going to divide it by 3. The new price of Tesla is going to be roughly $290. All right, so the new price of Tesla is going to be roughly, $290 to $300, most likely. Anywhere between like $275 and $300 is what the new price of Tesla is going to be. So it's just going to be divided by 3. It is a 3-for-1 stock split. So they're just going to divide the price by 3, whatever the price is on the date. Yeah, all good. Hey, what's up, crypto? The rally has started. Yeah, so Ape is up there. We'll see. Tesla's back up there too. Again, we bought Snapchat and Intel this morning. Hopefully we get a bounce back here. I'm kind of averaging into our Intel trade. We're at about 75 shares now, 75 shares of Intel. And we'll take profit if we get a big rip up today in Intel. That'll be nice. We'll see. Rev. Yeah, Bed Bath at 966. John, I had an option expire last Friday. Why did TOS stop the trade at 2 p.m. instead of closing time? Because I'm pretty sure the 2 p.m. date is when the option expires, because they have to give it an hour to let things play out. I don't think it's going to be exactly at the closing bell for options, but somebody else might be able to correct that a little bit. Yeah, they're going to give you an hour, so 3 p.m. STBX is today. Yeah, STBX is IPOing today. That'll be fun. Average equals total money invested divided by total shares. All right, so we do have Intel popping up. SPY is popping up too, so that's good. So this is good for me in a lot of different ways. What happened to that idea? So Necro said, hey, John, I remember at some point you would try and trade futures. What happened to that? Well, I mean, I don't need to trade futures. Again, this is something that people need to understand. If you see somebody trading futures, most of the time it's because they don't have a large enough account to buy the ETFs directly, or they might be just trading commodities and they can't access that in the stocks. But if they're trading, like, I'll put it this way, if somebody's trading the E-mini or the micro E-mini or the NQ, for example, they're doing so because they don't have enough money to buy or sell the SPY or the Q directly, which is what those things follow. The NQ follows the NASDAQ 100, but it doesn't matter. They all follow the broad market. And so I have enough money in my account to where I can just buy a broad market ETF directly. I can buy hundreds of shares of the SPY, hundreds of shares of the Q if I want to. And so I don't need to trade futures. I'm going to have to pay commissions to trade futures. And I'm going to have a certain amount of slippage that comes with trading futures. And for me, it's just a lot easier to just buy this. I can just buy the shares directly. I don't need to trade futures to do so. I've been trading for over 5 years now. So I have a large enough account at this point. I would hope I would have a large enough account at this point to where I wouldn't need to trade those. And I can just buy or sell the SPY and the Q directly. Not knocking anybody that trades futures, but most of the time it's because they have a smaller account and they don't have enough money to just buy or sell the SPY directly, because you do have an advantage of buying and selling the SPY directly, specifically in terms of not needing to pay commissions, having better fills, less slippage, so forth and so on. You know, zero commissions, you know, there's a huge edge in that. So again, I trade the same scalping strategies that I would in the futures market. But instead of buying the E-mini, which follows the SPY and follows the S&P 500, I can just buy the SPY directly. You know, I don't need to trade the contract around it. I can just buy it, sell it directly. Yeah, 2 p.m. is the cutoff time for opening new positions and 0 day to expiration options. Yeah. But it is a subjective thing, I guess. You know, we might have some arguing that futures is better. And of course, futures might give you more leverage, but the edge that you're going to lose paying commission in futures, I can just buy and sell the SPY directly. If I didn't have the account size that I have, if I didn't have as much buying power in the account size that I have, then I would 100% trade futures. You know, like if I had a smaller account, I would definitely trade futures, you know. But you're going to have some more slippage in futures contracts for sure. They're just less liquid. You're going to have less liquidity in futures. It's also, most futures trading platforms are going to charge you commissions, and which is fine. Listen, if you have less than 25K, you know, like if you're a newer trader or if you just don't have 25K or more, yeah, trade futures, man. Again, easy. If I didn't have my account size, I would 100% trade futures, right? But there is a better edge in just buying and selling the Q or the SPY or a broad market ETF directly as opposed to trading the futures contract. They're less liquid. Most of the time you're going to have to pay commissions, and I'm not willing to give up that edge. I'd rather just buy and sell it directly. Well, yeah, sure, Craig. Like I said, if you're buying the same amount of share size, that is all going to equal out the same thing. You know, like that's all going to equal out the same thing, right? So you buy 150 shares at $5, and you buy 150 shares at $10. It should equal the same thing, right? I don't know. I'll have to look it up. Hey, my man Brian with the donation. Love the pre-market streams. Do you think Adam will dilute Ape this year? I think if he gets over 20, I think he'll pay off debt. Well, I do think the Ape is a little bit of dilution. I think the Ape dividend is a little bit of dilution. Micro and mini contracts have tons of liquidity. Sure, man. Listen, I think that they're very liquid, of course, but you're always going to get a little bit more slippage in those contracts. Any contract-based position relative to buying the actual shares of the company is going to have more slippage. you know, at least in my own subjective opinion. You know what I mean? I think anytime you're buying a contract based around something instead of the something itself, then you're going to have more slippage, you know, and you're going to have less liquidity. You know, now they still might have a beautiful amount of liquidity, and they do. Like, they still have tons of liquidity there. So I'm not knocking them. Again, if I had less than 25K, I'd 100% trade them. Hey, what's up, Eric? Oh, for sure. Yeah, if you buy different amounts of shares, 100%. That's the formula for it, for sure. Yeah, space. Again, it's all good, man. Like, we can agree to disagree. I think that we're gonna have less liquidity trading any contract vehicle. You're gonna have less liquidity. Now, it doesn't mean that you're not gonna have any liquidity and that it's gonna be bad to trade. It just means that buying and selling shares directly, which is what the contracts and futures are based around, is going to be preferable over buying the contract around them. Now, you might have more buying power potential buying the contract. You might have a bigger reward potential buying the contract. But in my opinion, you're still going to have somewhat less liquidity buying contracts as opposed to the actual direct shares of the SPY or the actual direct Q, shares. Again, maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. But again, I think it's, no need to argue about it. It's all good. I think the Nasdaq will jump 2 p.m. Yeah, no need to argue about it. It's all good, guys. No stress. Yeah, but any commissions are more than I'm paying here on TOS. I print money. You know what I mean? So outside of the liquidity argument, I'm not going to pay commissions. You know, I don't need to. I can just buy the shares directly. Does anybody know what the price of the Tesla split is going to be? Like, what's the affecting price for the Tesla split? Like, what price are they going to divide it by 3 on, and when that takes effect? I know, so the split happens tomorrow, specifically on Wednesday, but I know you're going to be able to see the price adjusted Tesla shares Thursday. Yeah, and I mean, just Googling this, guys, hey, what are advantages of shares over options? You know, liquidity is a shares advantage. And so, again, I disagree. I think shares, buying the underlying asset as opposed to the options around the underlying asset or the futures contracts around the underlying asset are going to be more liquid, than the actual options or futures contracts around them. I think that's an obvious and self-evident thing, but, again, we can agree to disagree. It's all good. Ape is at 650. Tesla back up to 870s here. So we'll see if Ape can get back over 665s. I am making money in Intel. I'm also making money in Snapchat. And again, I'll take profit of these today if they set up well enough. Hey, thank you, Space. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, sir. And Menina, Chris is actually referencing futures contracts, not options, just to clarify. Yeah, so I'm in Snap. My entry's 1109, so we're barely profitable here. But Intel, again, my logic for Intel is that it's just beat up on the downside. If we look at Intel here, and it did have a news catalyst today, but like, look at Intel and how cheap this is. So this is down from 56 at the beginning of the year, and a lot of things are down, but we're at 33.80s here, so we'll see what happens with that front. Again, I'm going to buy this, and my plan is to hold this for anywhere between today. If we ramp up big today, then I'll take profit. But I will hold this one for a couple weeks if it sets up well enough and doesn't just crash, you know. MRIN has news. Yeah, so MRIN had Snapchat integration. And so it's up to 220. Small float here as well for this. So it does have a small float. $877 for Tesla. So we're watching that here too. Again, we did have Macy's earnings also. Tesla up there. We do have AMC bumping back up to 1060, so we're watching that as well. I couldn't sell Ape yesterday on Webull. Yeah, we have other accounts for sure. All right, so there goes Intel. So Intel's popping up nicely here. We might take a third of the position off if it continues to bump up to the highs. So we're just already up a decent amount in Intel. So we might take some off here if it continues. In Snapchat, holding a couple hundred shares of Snapchat here. And I'm going to try to be patient with it. I'll try to be patient. We'll see. But the Snapchat position is actually pretty small. XOP, I'm trying to remember what that is. Yeah, APRN has been ramping up. So look at APRN here. APRN at almost 7s. So APRN just big movements over the last couple days. Anything else you guys are watching today? It's definitely a slower day. I mean, we don't have a ton of stuff. We got MRIN with some catalyst here. Here's Bed Bath & Beyond. I actually went to Bed Bath & Beyond yesterday. And so I did go to Bed Bath & Beyond. Carol's birthday was recently, so yeah, we went to Bed Bath. I bought her some stuff. Bought her some pillows. Got her some other stuff too, of course, but yeah. We went to Bed Bath & Beyond yesterday. It was empty, bro. Nobody was there, you know, to be honest. And so I don't know if that's telling of their future success. I don't know. I think it's retail. I think a lot of the products that you see there are just bought online now. And so there's, I don't know. We'll see. Are y'all still holding Bed Bath from the crazy squeeze that we got? Let me know. Any squeeze? Yeah, we got our floors finished. Oh, bro, you know, Big Papa. Ricardo, you know me. WINT. I see WINT. I see APRN too. Look at WINT just ramp up at almost 90 cents. Oh, man. All right, WIT. Let's see if we got the catalyst here for it. Yeah, I might be wrong. Maybe the futures market is more liquid than equities. So I might be wrong here, you know. The more you know. So from what I'm researching, options are less liquid than equities, but futures are more liquid. So I guess you guys were right in terms of futures. Options are still less liquid from what I'm researching here, but futures are more liquid, it looks like. So in that way, maybe futures are better for day trading, but I'd rather not pay the commissions. You know what I mean? Yeah, still holding BBBY. Hey, well, good luck. Ben took profit. Hey. Yeah, you know, I'm big Papa paper heads, bro. I'm a huge trading wimp. Even on my Twitter, if you look at what my Twitter says, my Twitter literally states big trading wimp because I'm a huge trading wimp. WINT pulling back here. We got the SPY. Again, SPY, let's see if we get a comeback here. SPY and the rest of the markets just bled heavy yesterday. Just big drops. We ended up buying. We're up a nice amount in pre-market right now, to be honest. Man, that penguin's selling for a lot. What did y'all think of the Game of Thrones prequel? Did y'all see it? Dude, I loved it, man. I thought it was great. Rev thoughts? Rev rebounded some yesterday. It's at 810s. I don't know, man. What happened to Rev yesterday, though? What's the big drop? Micros is cheap. 79 million for development. Yeah, I hold overnight. It depends on what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah, I hear about the Stbx Ipo. A lot of people were actually talking about this. Here, hold on one second, guys. All right, guys. Sorry. Carol had a doctor's appointment today. Yeah, so STBX IPOing today. Does anybody know? I mean, nobody really knows what time it's going to go live, but a lot of people are talking about it. And so the STBX IPO is something that a lot of people are hyped up about. Let me see. So this is Starbucks. It's supposed to go live tomorrow, is what they're saying. So is it today or tomorrow? I'm kind of researching about this now. Let me look it up on TOS here. So I'm seeing two different things. Somebody said yesterday, somebody said today. So yeah, it's priced 5 million shares at $4 a share for STBX. They expect to receive an aggregate gross proceeds of 20 million from the offering before deducting everything else. So yeah, so it's due to list 5 million shares on the NASDAQ. Again, a few people saying it's going to be tomorrow, not today. but that was 4 days ago. So is it today or tomorrow, guys, for STBX? Let me check Reddit. Reddit's usually a good place to get this type of data here. Yeah, so again, a lot of people saying it is today. We'll see. Blue Apron, yeah, APRN is going crazy too. APRN's been moving a lot the last couple days, to be honest here. Here's APRN. It's up to 715, 720s for APRN. So look at the high break for APRN. That's a crazy move too. TLRY, Tilray, ooh, it's been so long. Y'all do me a favor, hit that like button. Let's run those numbers up here, team, if you haven't already. All right, guys. So APRN flying up here also here. So let's see if we can put this up. Let's get rid of Sava here. We were tracking Sava for a little bit, but same thing with BBIG, but APRN is going kind of nuts. GCT is a little bit less hype today. 823. IMPP. Yeah, so I think it moved up today. Are you talking to me, Paul, or who are you talking about, bro? I see you kind of commenting every now and then a bunch of negative stuff. So you all right, bro? You upset at me, man? Yeah, so I think it's supposed to be today, at 23rd. I'll be right back. All right, guys. What's the possibility of 8 moving up? I don't know. I hope it's high. We'll see. APRN is up there. Sorry, I had to just kind of chew my kids out. My kids aren't even up for school yet, bro. My wife had a doctor's appointment today, and my daughter just didn't wake up, dude. APRN, a squeezer, a catalyst. So APRN has been ramping up for the last couple days here. Really, it's been longer than that. Look at APRN. It was at 260s back on the 8th of August. It's all the way up to 716 now. So, you know, it's got some movement. We'll see if it continues to break. There's 715s and 720s. So it's trying to make a move, but yeah, we'll see. This one, I think, let me see what the catalyst is. This is Blue Apron. I've been watching this one back and forth. I think this is a potential short squeeze. It's got a very high short float of over 20%. It's got a very small float. And so this is a potential short squeeze here for APRN. And we'll see if it continues up. We also had Macy's and DKS earnings, but the earnings week has been pretty slow. We have NVIDIA earnings tomorrow, which will be fun. And then tomorrow is the Tesla stock split day also. We also today have some type of fundamental data. Let me see. We got the Red Book today dropping at 9:55. Manufacturing PI comes out at 9:45. So in about 30, 40 minutes. Yeah. Well, it depends on how you want to look at it, Jim. I've seen you ask this question a few times. It really depends on how you want to look at it, right? So, I think to take your profit, to analyze your profit, you have to essentially add the two together and then see what the difference is in terms of what the price was pre-Ape and what the price was post-Ape. I think that's how you have to do it, is you have to add them together and see what the differences in price are in that regard. Hey, what's up, SPAC? All right, guys, so APRN dipping down. There's Bed Bath at 950s. AMC is at 1060s. We got Ape at 630s. So, yeah, we're watching a lot of different things here. Kind of a slow day, to be honest. There's just not a lot going on. STBX is supposed to IPO today. It's probably going to drop sometime after 9:30. All right, guys. So APRN is ramping up. There's AMC testing 1070s in the VWAP. We do have Ape dipping down to 630s here for Ape. So Ape is down under 630s. Hey, what's up, Andrew? Hey, what's up, Bernardo? Thank you, sir. I appreciate the love, brother. Thank you, man. Yeah, dude, we start early mornings. That's just kind of how we do it, man. We've always started early, kind of the early show of the stock market, if you will, you know. Appreciate the love, man. We had Macy's earnings drop today. Again, there's APRN trying. AMC just popped over 1070s here. Look at AMC. It's over 1070s. Ape is all the way down to 630s. And so either one of these moving up could be good. Diversifying might be beneficial for Ape. We'll see. We're also going to send our email newsletter out as we do here. We got hundreds of people part of it. And so we'll send our email newsletter out and see what we get on that front too. APRN's moving up. AMC just rejected at VWAP at 1060s, 1070s. And we have and so the Stbx IPO is supposed to drop sometime today. And so we're going to be covering that as well for Stbx. It's supposed to drop sometime today. We'll see when. It's probably going to be before 12. We also had Macy's. We had DKS. We had XPEV. We had Macy's, DKS, XPEV, and then Medtronics drop earnings this morning as well. Medtronics is... Oh, we had JD.com and MDT. So JD.com and MDT. The Ape divvy went live. Market's basically watching this Ape divvy to see if volatility shows up today. Let's go ahead and drop these earnings here. We're going to go ahead and drop all of these earnings so you guys can take a look at what's going on. Yeah, usually between 9:30 and 11 is when I show it up too. Starbucks is not the same as STBX. It's not the same thing. It's two different companies. STBX is a completely different company than Starbucks. STBX is Starbucks. So it's a cash rebate and payment company in Malaysia. And so it'll be interesting to watch to see what shows up in that regard on this one. We're also going to include, if you want to be a part of our newsletter here, here it is. Check it out at beginnertrading.net/members. This is where you can be a part of our free newsletter that we send out on the regular here. Check it out. Yeah, I'm in INTC. I'm in INTC and Snap right now. You can check out the memberships there if you want to be a part of that. There's JD.com. What else we got? And again, completely free newsletter. We don't charge anything or sell anything. It's all free. Right now, we're going to be listing all the big earnings today as well. We also have Tsla. So we got APRN, we got Bed Bath & Beyond, we got AMC, we have Ape. Yeah, we got Tsla that we're certainly watching. We've got like Aapl. We've got Amazon. We're going to watch Disney. We're holding Snap as well. MRIN had some news. Everything else has been pretty slow, though. ILAG is gapping up. We're holding Intel also. And so that's basically it. I don't see a ton of other news here. But we'll see what we get on that front also. Yeah, I had to tell Carol that the kids weren't ready, man. Honestly, my kids, bro. Parenting's hard. All right, guys. We're getting ready to send our newsletter out. AMC's starting to test back over VWAP here. We're sending our newsletter out now, so y'all check it out. Again, completely free. APRN still ramping up. AMC testing VWAP, but Ape is coming all the way back down. The previous closing price for Ape is $6. $6. So again, let's see if we can break back over 6 and hold, or let's see if we can hold over 6. So we're sending our newsletter out now. We do have APRN breaking highs again. It's at 716. Ape is up to 620s. We got AMC at 1070s. Yeah, Disney's just a freaking money-making machine, bro. And Disney's all the way down at 116 now. I might be buying that dip too, but again, I'm going to wait. I think a lot of it's going to be dependent on the market here. 9:30 to 10 New York time is when I think. Yeah, so that's what yeah, for sure. It'll probably be live sometime after the open, which is what we'll be tracking. That's kind of what we'll be keeping an eye on. Is what happens right after the open. All right, guys, look at AMC ramp. It's at 1080s right now. 1080s for AMC. Here's my problem, though. Okay, here's my problem. This is the true problem. All right, like I'm going to explain something regarding AMC and Ape, and I'm going to be real about it. Okay, so stick around. Like I'm holding AMC, I'm holding Ape right now. Okay, just to clarify. What I have a problem with is like people in the community pandering to the Ape community that doesn't know what halts are, right? Anytime a stock moves over 5% in less than, anytime like a larger cap stock moves over 5% in less than 5 minutes, it gets halted, okay? Like that's a normal standard procedure in the stock market, all right? It's a normal thing. I've seen it happen with countless other companies. It's not just AMC. They're not targeting AMC in that regard. Okay, so to see people that are well versed in the stock market try to pretend like it's some shadowy like thing, it's just getting people's emotions worked up. Even Adam Aaron said yesterday that like that's a normal thing. You know, AMC and Ape just moved over 5% in less than 5 minutes, a huge move. And so with that, they were halted, you know, and every time they did it, they were halted again. It's a standard per thing. And that's great. Again, most of the time when a stock is halted on the way up, it gaps up from the halt. It certainly doesn't kill the trading volatility. And it's just one of those things where, like, let's not sensationalize this. You know, let's just not sensationalize it. Like, don't sensationalize this just so you can get likes. You know what I mean? Like, I'm looking on Twitter and I see some traders doing that. Don't sensationalize it just to get likes, guys. You know, like, the halts are a standard part of trading. I've seen it happen with countless other things. You know, are all halts that way? No. Like, if certain stocks get halted for other reasons, that's different. That might be a problem. But just general volatility pauses because the volatility is obscene is a standard part of the stock market. You know what I mean? And so it's like I see people on Twitter. Like, oh, they should be under investigation. It's like, no, dude, then you don't understand the stock market, sir. You know, then you haven't been around the stock market very long, clearly then, because I see these happen constantly. You know, these happen all the time. You know, Disney moves over 5% is getting halted. You know what I mean? If the S&P moves over, here's a rule for the S&P 500. I'm trying to figure out what it is. What's the rule for the S&P 500? I think it's like 7%. What is the S&P 500 halt rules? I guess is what it is. So yeah, so when the S&P 500 drops 7%, 13%, and 20%, circuit breakers are triggered. You know, like it's a normal part of the stock market. So here's how they work, right? So circuit breakers, right? So these are called circuit breaker halts. Level 1, a drop of 7% from the prior day close triggers a 15-minute halt. If trading is not halted, if the drop occurs after 325, though, a drop of 13% triggers a 15-minute halt. So that's a level 2 circuit breaker halt, right? A 20% drop triggers a level 3 circuit breaker, and trading is paused for the entire rest of the day, right? So these are standard things. These are fully laid out on what the rulings are for these type of things. You know, so it's not like they're just trying to keep AMC down. Like, that's not what it is, man. And acting like that, especially when you have a large following, is sensationalist, and it causes unnecessary emotions. You know, it causes just more FUD, as people like to call it. You know, like enough. Like, just be honest with people. If you understand the stock market, you understand what happened yesterday with AMC and Ape in terms of getting halted. You know what I mean? Like, these happen all the time. We see them constantly. And I know that might not be what's fun to hear because you're all wrapped up and, you know, I get it. But, like, let's just be real for a second. Like, just see it for what it is, guys. Like, understand the truth behind it, not the sensationalist people that are just trying to get views. You know, like, just be real about it. AMC pulling back to 1075. We'll see what happens. Bed Bath & Beyond is at 960s. And so we are bouncing a little bit at the VWAP here for AMC. We'll see if it continues to hold. Please don't step on the cords. Love you. Love you.
No, paper.
Jack, get out of here, bro. Here, no, buddy, no. My cords are right there. Get out of here, dude.
Daddy! You don't need paper. Why?
Sheesh, man, my kids are in here. Remember to say hey to my kids. Right. If you got a trading channel, you need to know the basics here. Like, let's be honest. Like, come on now. All right, guys. So APRN has been the crazy runner today, man. APRN is flying up. Look at APRN. It's up to 720s right now, 730s. So again, let me know what you guys see. Again, we're holding Intel. We're holding Snapchat as well. Both of these are small positions, you know. Ape, Bed Bath at 950 is kind of a slow day for sure. APRN, I believe, is just a short squeeze. I believe APRN is just getting squeezed up, and it's been like that for a while now for APRN. I think it's just been getting squeezed ridiculously high, you know. Jack, second best trader in the world right now, for sure. Definitely top 3. AMC at 1070s. We got APRN still breaking highs. Looks good. We'll see if it continues. All right, guys. So APR dipping down. We do have AMC over 1070s, and we did have Ape actually rebound here. It's at 630s. My question is, do these move together? I guess is the real question here. You know, and it looks like they obviously do. Now, I think Ape, when we look up the float size for Ape, what shows up here? I'm assuming it's going to have an equivalent float to AMC, of course, right? Doesn't show anything in terms of actual data here. And nothing's updating in terms of float size, but it's got to be the equivalent of Ape, right? Or the equivalent to AMC. Hey, what's up, Ali B? What's up, man? All right, guys. So APRN ramping up. AMC back over VWAP. We have Ape bouncing right around $6 at 630s right now. We got Bed Bath at 950s. Again, we got Macy's and Dick's Sporting Good earnings today. DKS is up slightly from their news. Macy's is up slightly from their news. XPEV dropped their news as well. What is Medtronics? MDT is slightly down from this news. Slightly, very, very slightly. Again, we're holding Snapchat. We ended up buying Intel. We ended up selling Intel yesterday and then buying it back this morning on a shorter term trade. So we lost a little bit yesterday on Intel and on Apple, but we ended up cutting those positions just because, and I'm glad we did, because after we cut Apple and Intel, they keep dropping. they kept dropping pretty bad. Apple is still dropping, broke under the previous closing price as well, and is moving down to test lows. So I was going to swing trade Apple, but I decided to cut it. Lost a couple $100 on those 2 trades, but small potatoes here. We're okay. Again, we rebought Intel today after we got a little bit of a rebound. And again, it's a much smaller position than the swing trade was. And then we also bought Snapchat today as well, just because I think Snapchat is pretty cheap, especially if we start to get down to the $10 or $9 level for Snap. I think the amount of daily users that Snapchat has is very, very high. And so with that, even if it's hard for them to monetize, I think that we might have some type of chance for that type of big, powerful monetization in the future with it, considering the size of the daily active users that they ultimately have there. Intel, I think, is just really extended on the downside also. And so we did end up buying it today, after things stabilized a little bit yesterday. And we'll see how those go. Who knows what we're going to get on those fronts. Hey, what's up, Tiny? Good morning. Good morning. What's up, Tilly? $512 million. Yeah, so that's the same as AMC. So that's what I would expect. It's about the same as AMC. So yeah, Apple is down. We got Medtronics down too. We have Ape at 645. So Ape is starting to move up a little bit as well. Let's see if we can get back over VWAP here. I'm just hoping we can get some type of run for these. All right, guys, so Ape is starting to pop back up. It's at 640s. We have AMC at 1070s. Who, Walter? Yeah, I've never used Snap either, to be honest. But I think Snapchat has a really big relevancy towards young people nowadays, as well as has a ton of daily active users. Like if you look at Snapchat's DAU, it's very, very high. Very, very high. Snapchat has 332 million worldwide daily active users. Which is an increase in what they had in the third quarter of 21. And this is basically so far one of the reports this year. So having hundreds of millions of daily active users, over 300 plus million DAUs, that's very bullish for me. And again, so I don't mind when Snapchat's very cheap and it drops and it's almost single digits. That's when I might start to kind of DCA into this a little bit more. But again, who knows? Not an investment professional, not liable. If you lose, no idea what this one will ultimately do. And time will only tell. Again, we're waiting for the Stbx IPO to drop. Sometime today is when it should come out. Sometime today. A lot of people are speculating for Stbx IPO to drop sometime after 9:30, between 9:30 and 11 o'clock market time. And I hope that's the case. We also have the Tesla stock split this week. That's going on. So we'll see what we get on that front also. If we look at like cryptocurrency, it's been a minute. I haven't looked at cryptocurrency today at all. AMC back up to 1080s. Bitcoin's still over 21K. That's good. It hadn't really done much. It's mostly a break-even slow day. But be it over, it just maintaining over 21K, I think is good. AMC popping back up to 1080s here. We also have Ape up to 640s. We got Bed Bath at 950s. Hey, what's up, Michael? Twitter moving a lot. Yeah, Twitter got dropped heavily. They subpoenaed Jack Dorsey. That might be why. Ape and AMC pumping back up. Bed Bath is at 950s. Nah, the split just happens, bro. The split is just a correction in price. So this is a 3. This is a 1 to 3 split. So it's breaking 1 share into 3 shares. So you just take the price of the effective date and you divide it by 3, and that's the new price of Tesla. And it doesn't matter if you buy it before or after. It's just going to mean Tesla stock is going to be more affordable is the bull case for it. But who knows? But yeah, the bull case is just, is it going to make Tesla stock more? It's going to make Tesla stock more affordable is essentially what people are saying.
Today was one of those days where you leave for work at 7.
Sheesh, dude. Twitter, man. You just got to stop playing stuff. Scrolling on Twitter and randomly play stuff. AMC up to 1080s. 1080s. Ape is at 640s. APRN dipping down to VWAP. Let's see if it actually holds there. All right, simply learn. So is this a boot camp? So it says the #1 blockchain boot camp is here. So does it actually teach you how to create blockchain, or is it just teaching you about blockchain? Like if it's a programming boot camp, I could get behind that. Okay, programming knowledge behind it. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say. All right, guys. So yeah, APRN trying to move back up at 702s now. Let's see if we bounce at 7 here. Bed Bath is at 950. So again, in terms of what we've been looking at for the last couple of days, it's slower today for sure. We just had a lot of red yesterday. SPY is actually under the previous closing price too. So here's the SPY itself. Here's the previous close. We are actually underneath that now. So there might be a short case here for the SPY. And I might actually short a piece of this here while we wait. All right, so we're short 25 shares of the SPY here. We're under the previous close. I'm shorting it just in case we reject at that previous closing price level. And it's a small enough position where it doesn't matter too much either way. Never to be known, David, never to be known. Yeah, today's one of those days, what I was saying is that today's one of those days where if you push too hard in terms of short-term trading, you might lose. If it's a choppy day, we might not have a lot of action today. Again, a lot of people we got Nvidia earnings next week or tomorrow. And so that might be interesting. Yeah, it depends on what we get, man. It depends on what we get. Yeah, no, it wasn't Michaela Peterson. I don't think. It was somebody on TikTok is what it was, actually. Let me scroll up and see who that was. Here, I got to mute this. It was Natasha Badger on Twitter is what it was, which is apparently some TikTok person. AMC up to 1080s. If you're wondering who that voice was. Ape is at 640s. We got APRN bouncing at 7s. Should I buy APRN here? We got a bounce level potentially. Ape is starting to creep up towards the VWAP though. I'm not feeling the turnaround Tuesday. I still have to learn how to read and navigate the blockchain. I just look at charts and inhale hopium after buying. Yeah, I mean, I got to look at how to program it. I'm a programmer, but I'm mostly a front-end programmer. And so that looks like a lot of back-end work with programming cryptocurrencies. It's just not something that I've gotten involved with yet. I don't really have the time to learn, to be honest. If you guys watch it, how much I've been streaming, especially like the big earnings weeks, like the last week and a half has been slow for earnings. But if you guys look at how much on the big earnings weeks I've been streaming, we've been excessively streaming, to where we're streaming sometimes 7-8 hours a day. And so with that, I got 2 kids and a wife, and so with that, I just don't have a ton of time to stream or to learn new skills like that, unfortunately. SPY's starting to creep back up. Hey, that's right. Sub to BT Crypto. CEI Max, bro, I'm telling you, dude. Like, again, I don't know what CEI is going to do. I just know CEI is one of those stocks, man, that a lot of the time it's going to get delisted and go to zero. You know, maybe it has some catalyst that pumps it up, and maybe it has another squeeze. I don't know. But for me personally, it's just not something that I'm going to buy. You know, there's too much risk in holding any type of penny stock that long term, brother. You know, most penny stocks fail. Yeah, for sure, Justin, 100%, man. But yeah, most penny stocks fail, unfortunately. And so with that, you know, we'll see. But I'm just not confident in it. But yeah, today's a slow day is essentially what's going on. There's no big hyped up stuff. The STBX is the most hyped up thing today, and we don't know when that thing's going live. Again, most people are speculating it's going to be live today. Go live sometime between 9:30 and noon is usually when these things drop. But today it's kind of slow. So a lot of people talking about a parabolic IPO. 5 million shares sold. All right, guys, AMC bumping up to 1080s here. Bumping up to 1080s. Our SPY short, just a little bitty baby trade, is going okay. We're still in AMC and Ape. We're at 1080s for AMC. Ape is at 640. So let's see if Ape can get back over VWAP here. I think that would be good short term. All right, there goes AMC at 1086. I think GCT is still pretty hyped and interesting. It's at 35s right now, so it's not really looking that hot, but I think it's interesting for sure. Who knows what it'll do, though, but I think it's interesting. All right, so our short's doing pretty well here, but little baby gains. We're going to see if we can break down a little bit more. It's been kind of a volatile couple minutes, but the rest of the day has been slow. Hey, what's up, George P? CEI, Max and CEI is one of my most ingrained memories. I've always said, man, I told you guys, I didn't like CEI, bro. Again, CEI I have bias against, right? So I've been saying this for years. One time here, and this is why, okay? One time we had a guy come here and say, hey, you don't know what you're talking about with CEI. I'm going to come back in 30 days to tell you I told you so, you know? And so sure enough, I told him exactly, and this was when CEI was at like 13, 14 bucks, you know? And so sure enough, 30 days later, and CEI is down like 70 to 80%. And it's just silence. You just never hear from this guy again, right? And so, of course, most penny stocks are going to fail. The problem with penny stocks is you got a bunch of YouTubers that are sensationalizing them, right? So you got a bunch of YouTubers that are saying, oh, well, this thing's going to 1000x. This thing's going to go up to thousands of percent, blah, 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 blah. Right. And most of the time they're front loading. So they're buying a low float penny stock and then they're making these sensationalist videos, pumping the penny stock up. And the stock might have a small pop and then they're just unloading their shares into that small pop that they get from pumping it up to begin with. And again, this happens often. Like if you look, this happens a lot. You know, some people are actually getting paid by the penny stock company themselves to promote it. You know, and so what happens is you get a bunch of nonsense media out here about these terrible companies. Most penny stocks are terrible. Most of them are going to fail, unfortunately. You know, most of them are going to go to pink sheets. Some of them are going to succeed, but I would say it's less than 10% long term. And so I just don't invest in penny stocks, but I see a lot of people that do. Most of the time they get stuck whenever you get like a crazy squeeze happening and the stock runs up and they just refuse to cut it. And so they just get stuck in the crash and it creates what I call artificial bullish bias, you know, which is that they don't really believe in it, but they're just stuck so much in the position that they, with confirmation bias, they just desperately want to believe that it's a good company. You know, the problem is even if you think it's a good company, it's very difficult to tell because these companies are not the most transparent things, right? So you don't know what these companies are really doing. You don't know how successful and how healthy these companies really are, unfortunately. And so if you really get behind them like they're Aapl or Disney, most people are going to lose money, unfortunately, and it is what it is, but it's just part of it. All right, so Ape is now over VWAP, over 650s. Any thoughts on the MJ ETF? Not really. I think that politicians are still against legalization and getting too much money from pharmaceutical industries to really see any type of federal legalization anytime soon. And I think that's the catalyst that we would need to get another resurgence in those type of stocks. Yeah, it happens to a lot of people, George, unfortunately. It is what it is. What's up, Ray? Yeah, but I mean, I see it happen a lot, man. I see it happen a lot. And again, I'm not knocking anybody that does it, but it's like basically what happens is people just get stuck. They refuse to exit, and then that creates them like, you know what I mean? In the end, most penny stocks are just terrible companies. They're just not healthy companies. They're not going to succeed long term. You know, there's a reason they're penny stocks, and it's not because, you know, the man's keeping them down. It's because they're terrible companies. You know, they just don't make money. They're just not profitable. Again, I'm not really talking about AMC here. Again, I kind of showed people my bullish take on AMC here, and this is why. If you look at AMC's earnings, you know, look at this. This is a pretty good earnings graph. When you take all the nonsense and all the arguments against it and for it out the equation, AMC is becoming more and more profitable in terms of EPS. EPS is a gauge on how profitable a company ultimately is, right? And so the bull case for AMC is this. Look, so back since 2020, their losses have shrunk, and they're starting to get closer and closer to profitability. Their EPS has dropped almost consecutively for like 7 reports in a row. You know, we had this one bump here back in, what was this, May of this year. We went up a little bit in terms of losses, but back down all the way to the lowest it's been, essentially, yeah. So for the lowest it's been in the last 7 reports, AMC is getting better. It's getting more and more profitable. And so, again, if there's a bull argument for AMC, that's it. Ape is now over the VWAP. AMC is now over VWAP as well. Hey, bro, I'm waiting for my beamer, Max. I'm waiting for it, dude. All right, guys. Opening bell is in about 25, or in about 35 minutes. 35 minutes. Third report will be nice. We'll see. I hope that's not the case, but who knows, man? You never really know with these, I guess. Ape is at 650s. We're watching that. SPY moving up a little bit. I might add my size right back in this and short it back with 25 shares. Not the best fill, but I guess I sold the bid. So, I mean, I guess that's inevitable going to happen. But yeah, we'll see if we get some drops here. There we go. We're getting some very fast drops back down. Let's see if we get some low breaks here. Try to give it time. But yeah, CEI is just, unfortunately. Again, we do have STBX supposed to be IPOing today sometime, so we're waiting on that to go live as well. Ape is back over VWAP, and AMC is starting to pump closer and closer to 11 here, to be honest. No, NVIDIA's not today. NVIDIA's tomorrow, Surge. So yeah, NVIDIA earnings are tomorrow, not today. Who's reporting this, man? Whoever this is. Barron's is wrong. So yeah, NVIDIA earnings are tomorrow evening. Ape is pumping up though, guys. Y'all do me a favor, hit that like button. Let's run the numbers up too. So yeah, look at Ape, guys. Ape is starting to come back here. Again, with our little short on the SPY, we're not super worried about that. But Ape is starting to come back. We're starting to get some rebounds here. Look at AMC back up to almost 11. Ape up to 665s. All right, guys. So we're starting to get a move up. So getting a rejection here. I might add a little bit to this. See if I can get a little bit better fill here. We'll wait. 25 shares short. Ape is pumping up though, guys. AMC about to break 11s here. Yeah, you can buy Ape shares. My man, Emmanuel. Thank you, brother. Yeah, definitely a slower day today. Apple's still right around lows at 167s. All right, so this short's starting to work. I wanted to add a little bit, but I think we're going to wait just to get better liquidity here. Yeah, we don't have any big stuff. It's certainly a slower week. I mean, we had the Ape thing. We got the Tesla split starting tomorrow. So we're going to be covering that, of course. But today, it's just slow. Today, we got, what is this? August 23rd. Yeah, so today we got manufacturing PMI that's dropping after the bell. Tomorrow, we got durable good orders and core capital equipment orders also. Thursday, we got jobless claims numbers. That'll be interesting. And then Friday, we got PCE data coming out. Wait, so is Jerome Powell speaking on Friday at the Jackson Hole? Thursday of next week, we got jobless claims. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, there we go. All right. We just took half of this position off on the short SPY trade. We got a little bit of a rejection there at 1080s. There's GCT we're watching. Again, I'm still waiting for STBX. APRN has been popping up too. It's at 690s right now for APRN. Is it Friday? I'm not sure, Max. I have no idea. Again, I'm not sure if he speaks Friday or when. All right, so we're shorting the market, and we're riding this down nicely here. I'm gonna go ahead and lock in that profit here. Look at Ape pull back to VWAP here. We kind of want to add a little bit more to Ape right here, maybe. I'm not sure yet. We'll wait. Not a bad day so far. Pretty green morning. We'll see if we pop a little bit. Ape is actually bouncing right at 650s. Yeah, so 10 a.m. on Friday. Okay, got you. That'll be interesting to see how that impacts markets. Does anybody have a calendar for that? Like, I know Friday is going to be the 26th. Let's see if we get an actual, like, I'm trying to find an actual calendar. I'm not showing anything. So yeah, so the day Fed is, so yeah, so okay, so yeah, according to Reuters, JP is going to be speaking on the 26th at 10 a.m. So that'll be big. We had a few people say the equity market appears to be treating Jackson Hole as a non-event. I don't know. I think the markets, we've certainly been following that, I think, too. Here's Bed Bath. You're back up to 960s. Try to make a pop. There's APR at 704s, and we're still waiting for STBX. Again, it's almost certainly going to be after the opening bell when the IPO goes live for STBX. Yeah, that's what I've been using as Market Watch. Yeah, I ended up cutting out of my Apple trade, Marcus. Yeah, just because we just didn't really, the market's dropping too much. And I cut it yesterday during the day, and I'm glad I did because the market kept dropping. I'll cut my Intel trade too. I actually added back on Intel, though. So I think the Fed is speaking on... Jerome Powell speaks at Jackson Hole at 10 a.m. on Friday. That's what it's going to be. So he's going to be doing his speech then. Bed Bath is up to 960s. So Bed Bath's starting to come back. We do have APR at 7s. Again, Friday we also have PCE. Thursday we have jobless claims, and then tomorrow we have durable good orders. So that'll be interesting to keep track of too. SPY's still dumping down here, guys. Look at the SPY break all the way down to 412s. And like I said, I'm glad I cut my positions here because market just kept on slumping, man. Just bad timing for me on my swing trades, I guess. But we'll wait and see when the market starts to go with some type of rebound. Yeah, we have home sales today. Bed Bath is at 960s. We have AMC at 1080s. All right, guys. So Ape is bouncing a little bit at VWAP here. We do have AMC pulling back to 1080s. We'll see if those hold. Yeah, I'm not going to win everything. Like I said, I'm glad I cut it. Looking back in hindsight, I'm very glad I cut that position because, frankly, Apple just kept on dumping, man. And so I'm glad I got out at like 169s or something as opposed to holding through 167s where we're at now. Same thing with Intel. I ended up cutting at 2, and in hindsight, it was a good idea. I ended up adding it back, and I also bought into Snap this morning, and so we'll see how those do. I'm just going to see. They're going to be dependent on the market a lot of the time, though. So it's also heavily dependent on what the market does today. WINT, we're keeping an eye on. Wow. So Ape is at 650s. We're watching that. Yeah. I was hoping we might get some bullish action for Apple, and I might buy the dip if Apple keeps on dipping, but who knows when that's going to be ultimately. Again, Snapchat, the reason I bought Snap is because of the DAUs being so high with Snap. The DAUs are just ridiculously high for it. All right, guys, we got about 23 minutes here, 23 minutes until the market opens. Definitely a slower day, just less activity going on. Ape is at 650s. We got APRN at 704s. AMC bouncing back up to 1080s here. So we'll see if we hold 650. Seems to be a logical support area there. HSDT. Yeah, at about 70 cents. Not really my style per se, but we're watching it, you know. Ape is at 660s. About 20 minutes left, guys. 20 minutes left. The Stbx IPO is supposed to start sometime soon. HSDT is at 70 cents. All right, guys. So HSDC started to pop up. Let me look at the catalyst here. So Helios Tech is up 97 cents from 258 loss year over year. So they had good earnings that dropped Monday on the 15th. But Roth Capital initiated coverage on them with a buy rating at a $5 price target. And you can see HSDT starting to pop. It's at 74 cents. Ape holding VWAP here, trying to bounce. HSDT is up to almost 74s. Ape is at 655s. Keeping an eye on that. Webbud cuts AMC price target. Began trading. We adjusted our model for the higher share count of AMC. That's lowering our price target to $2 from $4. Well, they just divided it by 2 with the Ape unit going out there. You know what I mean? That's essentially what they did, it looks like. All right, so Twitch is now allowing you to stream on other platforms. All right, guys. HSDT pumping up. Ape still holding here, but just not much activity. Very slow day in terms of actual market activity, guys. There's not much going on. Ape is still going up a little bit. AMC pulling back some. HSDT is trying. Holding a small position of Macy's for earnings. Seems like it's dumping on good news. Well, Macy's is already out with their earnings here, brother. So Macy's did drop their numbers. They're up slightly from it. But Macy numbers are already out. Macy's dropped. These are Macy's numbers here. They dropped second quarter EPS of $1, beat the 85-cent estimate. Sales of $5.6 billion, beat the $5.49 billion estimate. And in terms of earnings actually coming out here, not a lot of stuff going on right now. Monday of next week, we got some stuff happening, but I don't recognize any of these companies, to be honest. Especially Monday morning, Monday evening either. So let's look at the economic calendar for Monday next week. Nothing Monday. Tuesday, we have consumer confidence. We got about 15 minutes until the open, guys. Jobless claims for Thursday next week. But such a slow time right now. How much longer do you see Facebook around? Oof. I don't know, man. Green or red today? I don't know. Not sure. Stbx just came in for pre-order on Webull. 10 shares out of 200. Usually means it's going to run. Yeah, I think they were sold out for sure for Stbx. You know, so I think Stbx, a lot of people are hyped about it. We'll see if it actually runs, though. Thoughts on crypto today? I think crypto is very slow. I looked at it. It's mostly break even, you know. All right, guys. Again, kind of a slow day. We're kind of watching for the Stbx IPO. Probably this is the biggest thing we're peeping out and watching for is the Stbx. One share of HSDT. Yeah, that one's running up too. Crypto market's just slow right now. There's just not a lot of stuff happening, unfortunately. Ape is up to 665. I see Aapl at 150 by mid-September. Maybe so. If it gets to 150, I'll buy it, you know. Yeah, you know, yeah. If it gets to that level, I might buy it up. That might be cheap enough for me to be interested. But we'll see. Who knows, man? But yeah, if it's there, I mean, listen, I'll probably buy that. But again, who knows, man? We will see what happens. All right, guys. So look at AMC and Ape run here. Ape is at 680s. So Ape is at 680. So Ape's starting to run. I don't know, Joshua. I think Apple has locked down the market here, though. Is a big thing for it. I think Apple has locked down the market. You know what I mean? So I think it's locked down the market. Look at Ape and AMC ramp up, guys. So Ape is at 680s. But yeah, AMC, look at Ape run, guys. 8 up 690s. $680s at least. Now we do have Bed Bath pump it up to 970s here. 970s. Still watch a GCT to see if we get something. The STBX should be IPOing pretty soon here as well. Ape is running up sometime in the next 3 hours. Amazon just got a deal to play games in the bars for the Thursday night football. That'll be huge if they don't win that bid versus Amazon for NFL. It'll be a attempt to hurt on them unless they overpay. Ape float. Ape float's going to be the same size as AMC's float. They'll be roughly the same size, you know, give or take. All right, Ape is at 680s. We got Bed Bath at 970s. AMC is at 1085s. Again, STBX IPO is supposed to be sometime today. We have APRN running up. Again, here's Aapl. Aapl is down pretty big here. Snap is something we did buy, as well as Intel. And so we're going to sit on those and see what happens on those fronts. Again, Google down as well today. So a lot of large caps are just dropping. Here's the Q. Here's the SPY. Or here's the SPY. Here's the Q. Q just broke under the previous lows here. Here's the SPY itself also. And so we'll see what happens. Both Ape and AMC just kind of gave a little bit of a resurgence here. I heard it's 530, 520 million. Yeah, maybe Macy's. Yeah, it's pretty slow at the open. There's just not a lot of stuff happening right now. Unfortunately, just a slower day. It's part of the market, man. You know. All right, Ape pulling back a little bit. Let me know if you're buying that dip. We did get this poll going on here. Do you think there's value in buying Ape shares today? We're going to end that poll. We're going to ask a new poll. Does the market rebound today? Yes or no? Let's see. Market's down heavily over the past couple days. And so we'll see if the market bounces back. It's certainly possible that we do, but again, we'll see. Who knows? The market rebound today. We're also going to do another Twitter poll in this way, as we do. Where'd it go? Where's the other Twitter page, man? I got too many windows up right now, dude. Too many windows up. There we go. Looking for Twitter. There we go. All right. SPY is down again, but starting to bounce back. All right, if you want to vote on that Twitter poll, we'll consider it a favor if you do here. Here is that poll right here. Again, we're asking people if the market rebounds today. Let's see if it does. So many gurus teaching your VWAP strategy now and saying, yeah, man, you know how it goes, bro. You know, again, a lot of people trying to sell courses on the same content that I'm putting out there for free. It's unfortunate. Hey, congrats, Rick. That's amazing, bro. Congrats, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, dude, that's amazing, man. Seriously. Congrats, dude. That's awesome. All right, guys. Market opens up in about 7 minutes, a little bit less than 7 minutes. Uh, 83% say yes, the market does rebound. 16 or 17% said no. The SPY pulled it back a little bit here. We might short this. We've shorted the market back and forth today as we've bounced back, testing that previous closing price. That should be good enough. All right, we're going to short into it again and just see what we get. AMC and Ape are a little bit sideways right now, but been moving some. Definitely a slower day than it has been for the last couple weeks, but, you know, again, every day is not going to be super exciting. So if we don't get too much action at the open, we'll probably just cut it off and come back another day. Like I said, it is one of my family members' birthdays. I'm not going to say who, but gonna have to celebrate that. Aapl pulling back a little bit, so we'll see if we hold, but we're shorting the SPY small. We've made a little bit of money shorting it. We're also holding, we ended up dip buying Intel as well as Snap. And so we're sitting on those positions, pretty small positions both ways around. Yeah, family for sure comes first. Neo. Yeah, we'll watch Neo. Okay, so Neo reports earnings tomorrow. Let me check the earnings calendar for this for Neo. So Neo does drop their earnings tomorrow. Tomorrow, or no, that's wrong. Somebody said it's wrong. So September is when Neo is reporting earnings. So it looks like they pushed it back a couple weeks. Thursday, September in the morning. Got you. Okay. All right, guys, 4 minutes until the market opens. Kind of a hangover from yesterday's craziness. I think a lot of people are probably taking the day off, it looks like. Hey. Yeah. All right, guys. STBX showed up on TD, but not available for trading. Let's see. Intel started to bounce back a little bit here. Yeah, I'm not showing it on my end for STBX. Nothing shows up here for me. Not on TOS, at least. Not yet. Still waiting for that to go live. All right, guys. 3 minutes. Neo, I have a put. Yeah, so Neo earnings aren't going to be out. Let me see. Check when the earnings call is going to be. Usually the Neo investor relationship got me here. Let me find out when it's actually going to be. Quarterly results. We'll check this. They got first quarter one. It's August 24th, 2022. But that doesn't look like it's right. Some people are saying the 22nd or 25th. So a few people are wrong about this. All right, SPY rejecting here. 8 bouncing at VWAP, which is nice. Bro, everybody says something different, bro. Tip rank says the 26th. Maybe they probably haven't reported it. Wall Street Horizon says the 25th. Some people saying the 24th. I'm gonna have to check this out. Yeah, I don't see STBX yet. 8 bouncing at VWAP some. All right, guys. So we are holding the SPY short. Ape is bouncing. Bed Bath is trying. We got AMC up there. Still waiting for the STBX earnings call to go live. Don't see it on TOS yet. It might be live on TOS, though. Apple bouncing back a little bit, but the market's been dropping. So we'll get a few starting day trades in the books, but, you know, we'll chill until something good shows up. GCT opened up at 11:30. Yeah. Intel's bouncing back, so my Intel trade's going nice. A lot of rebounds happening right now. There's the opening bell, guys. So we do have the SPY dipping down a little bit at the opening bell. We're holding 10 shares of the SPY. We do have Ape making moves. So Ape is down to 675s here. Let's go ahead and cut this. We don't want to hold push towards the previous close. We'll just sit on the profit we have here and wait for something to happen. Snapchat has bounced all the way back some, which is, you love to see it. Aapl is rebounding all the way back up to 167s here. AMC, look at Ape, guys. Ape opened up. It's up to almost $7 a share for Ape. So Ape is ramping up here. So Ape is moving. SPY moving up to previous closing price here. Ape is up to almost 7s. INDO wants to go. Yeah, we'll see. Again, let me know when you see STBX live here, guys. Oh, STBX is live. STBX is live here. Look, here's STBX. Oh, no. This is Aapl, bro. Damn, this is just TOS being weird. I'm sorry. Man, dude, this is what TOS showed me right now, bro. This is what TOS showed me right now. That is what they showed me. Look, STBX. They showed me it was live when it wasn't. It just mimicked Apple's charts. My bad, guys. Anyways, back to this. AMC dipping down a little bit. Shout out to TOS for just being glitchy. AMC dipping down. Macy's at 19s. So Macy's is ramping up. Snapchat just slammed down, but Intel's doing great. So we're really kind of flat from this. There we go. Riding Intel up here. Let me go ahead and take a piece of this off. We'll scale out of that, and then we'll just chill on the rest. Snapchat, we're actually fully green again, too. So that's nice to see. But we're just riding Intel up. Let's see if Snapchat can fully go green here. But again, we rode the Intel dip, and we're riding this up. Here's the SPY. SPY trying to get over the previous closing price. We'll see if it does. Ape all the way up to 7s here. And then here's AMC testing highs. Let's see if AMC can get a red to green move. Same thing with Bed Bath & Beyond here as well. Yeah, Ape is moving fast, bro. It's up to 7s. AMC is now actually green on the day, too. Macy's is trying. Nothing for STBX yet. Bro, I got to delete something here because TOS is lagging heavy. There we go. I had to exit out of some stuff. The TOS was lagging heavy. All right, we're going to buy this dip on the SPY. 50 shares into that previous closing price. And go ahead and take 75 shares of the SPY here. See if we can get a quick little pop. Ape is still trying to move up. Look at Ape. There we go. Covering half. Covering another half. Scaling out of the SPY. Just go ahead and cut that. Made about $20 on the SPY so far today. Ape is running up. Macy's is green on the day too. That's nice. AMC dipping under VWAP here. So is Bed Bath here. SPY still pumping up though. Macy's is up to 1950s here, guys. We got Aapl pulling back some. Let's see if it's time to buy that dip in Aapl. Ape is trying to hold at the VWAP there. We're up about 70 on the day. Not bad for about 5 minutes in. I might buy Aapl as a day trade here. We just bought Aapl as a day trade. 25 shares. We might get 50 here. I like this dip area. Took half off. Gonna let the rest ride up. There we go. Nice. Caught the nice little bounce here. We also have Snapchat starting to go back green here. We're still holding Intel. Aapl just bounced off beautifully there. So we got some nice day trading action to take advantage of. We're up about 80 on the day so far. Here is my P&L currently. About 80, 90 or so. 80, 90. Yeah, but I'd rather not say it, Alex. I'd appreciate it. You know, it doesn't matter too much. I mean, if anybody does say it, I just kind of know who to ban, you know. We're going to buy this little dip in Aapl. It's not like it matters too much here. I mean, most of it's publicly available information. Snapchat's actually green on this one again now, too. Hey, Snapchat's doing great. Intel's doing solid too. We're going to lock in most of the profit on Intel. And we'll cover this and just wait and rinse and repeat this. Snapchat, we're starting to go into the green again though. Up about 90 on the day. All right, so pulling back a little bit for Macy's. AVYA is at 105s. All right, so we're green in Snapchat. All the stocks we bought pre. Yeah, Stbx isn't live yet. We're waiting for it to go live. Nothing yet, though. Should be sometime today, hopefully. All right, market's starting to turn here, though. And so, again, AMC broke lows. Here's the SPY. So, SPY starting to turn. We'll buy this dip. There's 50 shares of the SPY on the dip. AMC dipping at the lows, or bouncing at the lows a little bit. Hopefully we hold the VWAP here on the SPY. If not, we'll just cut it and it's all good. Ooh, starting to see some big reversals here. Yeah, we're going to cut this. I don't like that sign at all. We're testing the previous closing price. And so, yeah, we're just going to get out of there. Mostly sideways activity right now. Again, though, we're up a cool, you know, $80 right now. So market sideways, though, as we speak. Luckily, I scaled out of most of Intel already. We got 15 shares left. But a bullish open, and let's see if the market starts to turn red. I guess is really what goes down here. Yeah, a lot of people waiting on STBX. Market turning red. SPY just broke under lows, and so we're just kind of sitting back. All right, we're scalping Aapl as we do this here. So we already took a little piece off of this one. We got 25 shares left, but a quick rejection. So we're going to turn into a break-even trade, it looks like, if we don't rebound fast. Yeah, it depends on what the SPY does here. SPY is very, very slightly red on the day. Very slightly red. Yeah, it looks like this is going to turn into break even on Aapl. Yeah, so we're just going to get out. Break even trade. Maybe you lost $1 there. Market's starting to turn, so we'll go to short. Ape is ripping up, though, even as AMC is dipping down. Weird dynamic here, to be honest. Also, guys, y'all check out stonk.tech. Stonk.tech, if you're a part of the Ape community, this platform is going to give you free option flow and dark pool access. It's going to give you a lot of free, useful tools. Aapl ripping back up, so faking me out a little bit. We might buy this dip. But it's going to give you free tools and trades. They are a sponsor of our video. Great platform. You can check more at the About section. You can join the waitlist as a favor to me. And again, they're going to give you free tools, eventually 0 commissions, and they're talked about by some big groups of traders here. So if you want to check them out, a great way to help support your boy, a great way to help support the channel. And I'll post this link. Again, they are a sponsor of our video. Here it is. Check it out. All right, guys. So sideways activity, slightly green now in Aapl, but pretty bearish activity over the last 10 minutes or so. My wife's amazing, man. She made me some avocado toast. All right, we're gonna buy this dip, man. Ape is ripping up, guys. Look at Ape. Ape is flying. AMC testing lows as Ape rips up to 720s. Weird dynamic, bro. Who's buying Ape up while AMC is dropping? Are people trading in AMC for Ape? I wonder. Halted on the way up for Ape. Craziness. Yeah, we're going to get out of this Apple short. Oh, no. We bought more shares. Oops. Well, that was a dumb mistake on my part, but lost us like $5 here. Ape is halted on the upside, guys. Wow. Nobody knows when STBX is going to go live. It's just randomly after the open. Yeah, so Ape should resume, guys, at 9:46. 46 is when the resumption should happen for Ape. SPY, everything going bearish here. We'll see if we short into the pops. Tried to short, but got rejected on my fill. Mostly from me forgetting to remove the EXT order. We got filled, though. We're in 50 shares now. All right, so 75 shares. Gonna get 100 shares here. There's 100. 100 shares short of the SPY. There we go. Covering. Just caught this huge drop. There we go. Beautiful. Shorting this move. And we're going to go ahead and cover there. Nice. All right. So that'll hedge everything else. So SPY, we shorted right into that pop. Again, we should resume in about 1 minute for Ape. 1 minute for Ape. Yeah, STBX, it's supposed to open today. Man, such a weird market, guys. Again, we're short into this pop on the SPY. And we're going to cover into that as well. So we're catching these big down wicks in the market. These are strange, though, man. These are strange. These are big sells orders coming in and big buy orders coming in, too, on these pops. Luckily, we've been able to capitalize on it. But, yeah. The manufacturing PMI just dropped. Okay, that's what this is. And just to give you a breakdown of what happened here, the Red Book retail sales came in at 13.5% year over year. That's what this is. It's fundamental data being released. Let's see if this turns the market back up. Looks like it's trying to. Bullish or bearish on this, guys? Bullish or bearish? All right, we did have the services PMI for August come in. Manufacturing PMI for August. We're going to drop this all right here. Again, we're going to drop this full list of data here. Here's the full economic data that just were released. All of them right there. Why did this pop up? Oh, man. There we go. All right, market's starting to rebound here. Again, we're pretty neutral right now, so we're just going to chill. We're not going to poke it too hard at any of this. All right, there goes Ape's resumption here. It's at 704, 705s for Ape. Let's see if it holds at 7. There's 7 bouncing there. Rest of the markets are starting to come back, but there's Ape trying to bounce back here. All right, Ape ripping up. Ape up to 730s here. AMC moving up too. We have the SPY all the way up to 413s. So the SPY's starting to reverse, which is great for me. SPY reversing on this manufacturing data. Ape pulling back now. It's at 715. So is BBBY, which is mostly sideways. AMC is at 1030s also here. Yeah, it's not halted. STBX isn't halted. It's just not trading yet. It's not live yet. Oh, wait. STBX. Dude, TOS keeps freaking doing this, man. Like, look. This is the second time TOS has done this, man. Look at this. Every time I type it in, look. I type it in and I think it's live. Look. STBX. It even says Starbucks right here. And then it shows me whatever symbol I had prior to that, which in this case was Aapl. So it's like, come on, man. Just not live yet, unfortunately. We might buy a dip here. We're starting to get a bullish trend, so we might buy the dip in the SPY. All right, we bought the dip. Big down wick, which is good. Now there's 50 shares of the SPY. So, all right, guys. Carol made me some food. All right, there we go. All right, we're going to cut another piece of this. Riding the SPY rip. Huge rip in the SPY. Dragging all my other positions up, too, which is nice to see. Again, we're up about 90 bucks on the day, about $90. All right, guys. SPY up to 414s. Everything else moving up as well here. So we're up about 100 bucks right now. SPY is absolutely ramping back up here, which is, you love to see it. Ape dipping down to 7 and Aapl or in AMC dipping down also. SPY dipping down here. We might buy this dip too. 25 shares though. We're going to keep this one small. See if we can get a quick sudden ramp back up is what we're hoping here. But if not, all good either way. All right, I've been scalping the SPY all day. And that's been going nice. Snapchat, we're back green again. This is the P&L right now. We're up about $107 on the day. 107 bucks. Riding Snapchat and Intel up with the markets. All right, guys. So, wow. So, AMC just dumped down. So did Ape. Ape just dropped under VWAP and is now halted on the downside here. Wow. Crazy, crazy. All right, guys. So, yeah, Ape is now halted on the downside. The SPY is still trying to dip. And again, we've been capitalizing on these moves here. We're up over 100 today. You know, I'm glad we bought Snap and Intel on those dips because those dips have turned out to work really, really well for me here. And we'll see if we continue getting some movement here. We're going to wait for this resumption to happen. But again, if y'all want to check out the futures market, guys, check out Top Step. Top Step funds traders and futures. We're also going to put it in sub-only mode today. So we're going to put it in sub-only mode. And so announce yourself, show you're supported. And now that we're in sub-only mode, announce yourself to show you're supported for the channel. We certainly appreciate the love and support, guys. Also, as a way to subsidize the channel, check out Top Step. Top Step funds traders. Again, we talked about it earlier. The easiest way to get around the PDT rule is futures. If you look at like the E-mini, and then you look at the SPY here on the bottom left, you can see they're the same price action. They're the same thing essentially. And you can trade this top left chart with no PDT rule, instant settlement, shorting ability, all that good stuff. And Top Step funds you. And so they give you a demo. If you can hit their target while following their rules, they'll fund you between 50 up to over 100K with a 90% profit split. So if you make 50K, you get to keep 90% of that profit once you're funded. So they give you a demo. You got to hit their targets. They're the gold standard of funded account program. They've been around the longest. They're regulated by the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. They pay out millions every year. They fund thousands of traders a year. And it's not easy to get funded, but even if you're just getting started in futures, it's a lot cheaper to go Top Step than it is to put up the money yourself. I'll put it that way. So there's the link. Check it out. My man Hammer, my man Walter, Ricky. Thank you guys. Craig, David, my man. Buy Stocks, Joshua. Thank you guys. Appreciate the love for sure. And yeah, market's starting to bump up. We are up over $100 today. So we'll see my man Craig. Thank you, brother. Avocado toast. Hey, it was good, bro. Goat wife, definitely top 3. Ape should resume sometime soon. Ape was halted at 52. It'll resume at 57. So at 57, make it rain, my man. Thank you guys. Appreciate the love. And so yeah, Ape should resume pretty soon here. Market's still ramping up. You can see we made 50 on the SPY alone today. And we're riding Snapchat up as we speak here. SPY dipping down. We might buy this little baby dip here. 25 shares. Scalp it real quick. Take 50 shares here. 50 shares. SPY. Not going to hold it forever, though. About break even. All right, AMC just broke lows. Again, Ape should resume sometime in the next 30 seconds. All right, we're going to cover a little piece of this Ape share, or this SPY long trade. Ape should resume. There's Ape's resumptions at 680s, guys. 680s for Ape. $686. Back up, trying to make back over VWAP here for this one. And we're going to get ready to cut this. Yeah, I'm going to cut this. Just too much risk holding on to it. All right, Ape is now resumed. It's at 687s here. 687s. Where's the mustard? Hey, it's been a while, bro. It's been a while, dude. All right, we're getting some dips here. Ape is mostly sideways, but we're trying to get back over 7 for it. We'll see if we get that. But yeah, we're up over $100 today. Guys, I think I'm going to close it down. Like I said, we got some stuff going on today. And so I appreciate the love. I truly appreciate the support. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow. We don't have any big earnings today or anything like that. So nothing really big going on today. And we'll be back later on Still waiting for the Stbx IPO. It hasn't gone live yet, unfortunately, so we're still waiting. We'll be talking about that one tomorrow morning, I'm sure, especially if we get some craziness here. So if you haven't already, guys, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Also, guys, be sure to check out BitGet. BitGet, really cool crypto platform. One of the ways we keep the stream free is we post affiliate links from time to time. And BitGet's probably where you want to be if you're interested in trading crypto. If you look at this, you can trade crypto futures. Another great way to get around the PDT rule is to trade crypto because there's no PDT in crypto. And on BitGet, they'll give you up to 125x leverage. If you buy Bitcoin or if you trade Bitcoin and you put up $100, they'll give you $12,500 to trade with. Just be careful. You will get yourself in trouble if you trade risky. Also, guys, so you can trade crypto, and they do follow technicals to a certain extent. Of course, I can't guarantee you're going to make money, but check them out. You can do Coin M futures, USDC, USDT futures. You can paper trade futures on this platform. They have algorithms that you can build bots on this platform as well. You can also do a lot of other things here, like spot trading. You can regularly invest in crypto, and they add a lot of the up-and-coming altcoins that you can't find elsewhere, so check that out. You can also do copy trading, so you can see which crypto traders are the most profitable and copy them trade for trade, and there's a lot of them here. This guy has made copiers almost 500,000. He's made about 9,000 himself. And look at all these traders. You can copy them trade for trade. Of course, I can't guarantee you're going to make money. I'm certainly biased in their favor because they're a sponsor of my video content. But you can check out Crypto Savings. They have airdrops with their Launchpad section to allow you to get in early. They got a 200 million fund for an insurance fund for their traders. And so if you want to check this out, guys, I'll post this link. A great way to help support our channel and our free content here. And yeah, check out BitGet. Super useful and a great way to help support our content, guys. So I'll post this link. Check it out. Let me find the real link here. 1 second. And then, yeah, guys, good luck. Stay safe in this market. There's a kind of a sideways day. There's just not a lot of stuff going on here, guys. So just stay safe. Trade smart. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Good luck. Link for BitGet is going to be in the description and in chat as well, guys. So link is going to be in the description and in chat. I think this is it. Let me make sure. Yeah, so here's the link right here. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to make this link. My bad, guys. All right. Yeah, here you go. Check it out. Here's the link. Later, team. Have a good day. I appreciate the love. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good day, team. We'll see you guys.